Look who it is.
Where's the clicker for the lights? Why is this also unplugged?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Creature Talk.
Why are you sitting on the table and why do you look?
We should all like sit on the table like this.
Except for
break the table.
I'm not gonna break it. I don't wait.
I just went like this very lightly and the table like made a.
Watch out!
Jesus, Joe.
Watch out, Joe!
Watch out! All right.
The other lights, the LEDs back here.
Yeah.
We already had those.
Huh?
We should get a strobe light. We should get like a disco ball.
Oh, ew! What is that?
Ew.
That's still from last week,
What is,
or not last week,
2
but
weeks
like
ago.
3
What
weeks
is
is that
ago.
a bug?
What is it?
It's from my.
That's got to be a bug.
I got
That
one
looks
of
like
those
a bug.
those dark chocolate kashi bar things.
Oh!
And James smashed it into
Kashi
the
bars
thing.
are really good.
Those things are good.
I like the almond, the dark chocolate almond.
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 The almond.
Almando.
Ooh, at our topics right there.
Love you too. 5526.
Let's close the door.
It's like an area code. You get it?
The person's name was Look who just
Hey!
look who just
Come
walked
here.
in, Jordan.
Come here.
Did he just get here?
Hey.
Perfect timing.
Come on in. Come on down. The Creature Talk.
Yeah, we're
Pre-show.
live.
Welcome to
just started.
JoeCon
We just started a few minutes
2015,
ago.
So
everybody.
you can eat during the pre-show.
Look at that. Look
What'd
at
you
that.
get?
Alexander
What'd you get?
meandered.
KFC.
Can I have a?
Which is kind of weird because, you know,
Well, we
it's
have.
mainly- that's-
we have
yeah,
this
that's-
mainly
animal
chicken.
right here.
That's pretty awkward right there.
I mean, you can probably
I
eat your brother right here. You recognize him and all?
This is Mike. Fucking.
Is that a chicken tender and a hot dog bun?
So what it is,
Is it one of those? You made him cry.
it's called a chicken little, and it's
Chicken Little.
it's a
Chicken Little.
and there's like some sauce.
Hey, I actually
pickles.
like those. I've had those.
It
before.
sounds good.
That was my.
Why don't you take this one right
You
here?
better not.
I don't
eat
want-
It.
I'm
You better
full.
not eat
You
it.
know what? I was offering food.
I'm full though, Alex. Thank you for the offer, but I'm full.
I do have a mashed potato bowl though.
Ooh.
Those are pretty good.
Potato bowls are pretty good.
So is this like live right now?
You should have got mashed potatoes.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Mashed potatoes are really good.
Those are
Just
mashed
had
potatoes.
in it.
Can I have some?
No.
There's chicken mixed in there as well.
Man, Joe, your whole family has been murdered just to feed
damn
Alex
it.
for one meal.
The entire chicken pen to be murdered to maybe satisfy my hunger for the next couple hours.
I guess we'll find out.
Those are great topics. One I haven't even seen yet.
You see the topics right there?
That's a horrible topic right there. I don't know why you guys put that up on that.
Which one?
The top one?
That really racist one.
Oh, you weren't supposed to say anything about that.
Oh,
That was
I can't even read it.
that was a joke.
Well, Alex, have you seen the new Jurassic World?
No.
Well, then we can talk about the new Jurassic World then.
Huh?
That's like a pterodactyl.
I don't know what just happened.
A
What
terror.
were you saying?
I was saying we can talk about Jurassic World.
Oh.
What a
so
great
he
movie.
can eat
What
while
a
we're
great
talking about the
movie.
movie that he hasn't seen.
So pre-show we're hitting topics now. And this is just a creature talk. For
What do
the
you got?
books.
You guys think we should talk
You
about
eating
Jurassic
during the pre-show?
World
Us
right
hitting
now?
an actual topic during the
You
pre-show?
know, I saw Ted too.
Did you?
What?
That just came out yesterday, right?
Did it really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Was it? I've heard some things.
it's probably
I
garbage.
like that. I like the first Ted.
Yeah, but the whole point of the first movie was Matt Damon? Matt Damon tries to get Mila Kunik, whatever her name is, and the whole movie he's trying to get her, and then the second movie they break up.
What?
Right?
Have you seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Oh, amazing!
Can you
movie.
also describe that movie? What the plot is for that?
I
one?
remember the part where the cows were peeing, and that was pretty good. Their like dicks went up, and they're like peeing. Like, That
Is that all you retained from the movie?
That was a great part. I love the cows with I love cows.
Is Matt Damon like your favorite actor? You think?
Well, yeah, he's pretty good.
Did you like him in other movies?
I liked him in Interstellar. Or was that Mark Wahlberg?
All right.
That was Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
I think
They look alike.
That was their brother, their twin brother.
They look alike.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that Matt Damon is doing that Martian movie. Like, he seems to be doing just, like, sci-fi movies nowadays. Because he did Elysium or whatever, and then
Lizzie McGuire.
What about?
Interstellar.
What
And
about?
you can always take the Martian and recut it so
What
it's
about-
like they're trying to save Dr. Man.
What about? Born.
What about it?
He's not known as that anymore, Jordan.
Why not?
They're
That's
doing
like,
another one, but he's not known as that.
He's the guy from Elysium.
You know what? They actually announced one of the primary female characters or actresses for the new Bourne movie, and she was set to be in Assassin's Creed, but now she's not doing that. She's going to do Bourne, but they're both produced by like the same dude. It's kind of weird.
Are they making an Assassin's Creed movie?
They are. They start filming
Really?
I think, in August.
You know, all
starting
these video
soon.
game movies, like I haven't actually seen
Pretty
them
cool.
come out yet besides Doom.
Well, they announced Assassin's Creed like 2 years ago. Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell. They
There's
both.
supposed to be a big World of Warcraft movie too.
Oh yeah, that's actually they finished filming that like a year ago, so that should be starting to surface at some point.
why isn't there a League of Legends movie? That's what there really needs to be in this world. A
don't even
League
know
of
how that would
Legends
work.
movie.
Honestly,
J.J. Abrams can direct it.
You can probably get like the plot in there, but there's like 100 something champions where it's like, how do you animate that?
I'd like a
Well-
Heroes of the Storm movie.
Isn't that the World of
that
Warcraft?
Would not be canon at all.
I don't
World
think.
that
World
would
of Warcraft is in there.
That would not even work.
Would they have?
So that's like their Avengers. That's their Avengers.
They have the
Is
StarCraft
Heroes of the
movie,
Storm.
They have the World of Warcraft movie, and then they do Heroes of the Storm, where they all come together and fight each other. But then there's
But they have like characters from different timelines
Yep.
in general. Like
Yeah, so there'll be time
universe,
travel.
Oh, yeah.
time-
Captain America was from the 40s. He's a part of the Avengers. You saying just because he's a part of a
you
different
trying to
time
argue-
era
It's like-
that he can't be in the Marvel universe?
That's like having that, like Captain America, and then like other universes, like DC comes in out of nowhere.
What's wrong with
And
that?
it's like old and new DC at the same time. What's wrong with that? It'd be kind of hard to tie that in.
I'd
'cause
wanna see-
everyone just owns a portal.
I'd want to
To
see
the
Adam
Batman
West
past.
and Ben Affleck stand toe to toe as Batman. That'd be pretty good.
Talking about video game movies, what about Pixels with Adam Sandler?
I don't know if that
You
counts.
know, I saw the Cobbler. Have you seen the Cobbler?
That looked kind of depressing.
It was pretty bad.
Was it not good?
It was just like, what is he doing now?
Yeah.
He just played a part of like
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
It was
I
a
don't
movie where
care
he
to
wears
watch
people,
his.
he uses like this magical machine to fix people's shoes,
It's been going.
and then he can put those shoes on and become the person who owns them.
But he comes off as kind of like a psychopath. So it's like very weird the whole time.
See the combination of Pixels and any other movies I see him. I
Well,
just
what
don't
about
want to
Jack
watch
and
them.
Jill? Jack and Jill was one of the best movies of all time.
I never saw it.
Can you describe the plot for that one?
The bird is in the bread at one part, and
You're just
he's
describing
like-
individual
he's like-
scenes.
That's because
He's
that's what
like,
Joe takes away from movies.
It flew in my bread, and it's the best part of the movie.
So cows peeing in A Million Ways to Die in the West, a bird flying through bread, and Jack and
But I
Jill.
liked
Yeah.
his description.
I want to hear
I
what
liked his
your
description of Ted though.
what was your favorite part in
Mia Kunik.
Mia Cooley.
what was your favorite part in Interstellar?
Oh, that was a good movie.
What was your favorite part?
That's actually-
that was a good movie.
So now he's going to describe to me the plot.
You want to know? You want to know the whole movie? About the whole movie?
The plot.
No,
It's about the fifth dimension, the Tesseract.
What about it?
Captain America?
Yeah, Captain America's in there, and I
Well, the Tesseract was the thing in.
don't know what you're talking about. Oh, is that like the Infinity Stone or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, itself.
Wait a minute. So maybe Michael, or is it McConaughey? What's his name?
Michael
Something-
McConaughey.
Yeah, Michael McConaughey.
Jonathan McConaughey is in an Infinity Stone in that movie. So it's a time. It's like all these movies are going to be connected.
He's a part of the Heroes of the Storm too. Then.
No,
Yeah.
I always actually forget that Matt Damon was in that movie.
Yeah.
Because he just shows up so randomly.
Yeah.
Just like, "Ugh,
I thought it was Mark Wahlberg though.
No, it was Matt Damon.
Okay, they look alike.
Have you seen The Departed? That must
No,
have been very
no.
confusing for you.
They were both in there.
Weren't
Different
we were
scenes.
talking
Like, why
about-
is he playing two different characters?
We were talking about that on the road trip.
Yeah,
And now
The
you're like, you
Departed.
got to watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's on my list.
Everybody dies.
So let's get started.
I thought we started already. Hang on, dude, we got to tweet it out.
I'll tweet it out. I'll quote
I just
retweet it.
I just pull up my Twitter on here. Joe, you are the best on Creature Talk.
Let's tweet it out. You guys ready? Wait, I thought I was gonna tweet it out. Are you gonna tweet it out, Jordan?
I'm gonna play the intro.
Oh.
Hello, Joe. That was a funny joke you told.
Watch out! Oh man, I reenacted Shia LaBeouf smashing his head through the glass, and he's in the hospital. So hopefully he gets better pretty soon.
Wait, did that actually happen?
That actually happened.
What?
Shia is actually in the hospital right now.
Really?
Yep. He was filming a movie, and I think
Even
he.
Stevens?
Yeah, the return to Even Stevens, and
It's a gritty remake of a classic
One
child
episode of that
TV
with,
show.
like, the current cast.
Renee made.
Everyone
What's her name?
did that.
Renee. His sister Renee.
Ren.
Ren
She made,
Stevens.
What about
She
Beans?
made him mad. Ooh. You should bring him up. Bring a picture of current day Beans up. He looks
Current
pre-
day cast
he looks
members of
pretty-
Even Steven.
he looks pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But he
I like I typed in Beans E and then Beans
He
Even
comes up.
Stevens came up, but then Beans Even Stevens now is the second.
Even
thing.
Stevens.
I wanna see what he looks
I think
like.
he was filming a movie, and he bashed his head through some glass, and he got sent.
He's
to the hospital.
really the best actor in the
He's a
world.
method actor.
You know, who else would bash their
He's
head through
beyond
glass?
method.
Alex wouldn't even bash his head through glass.
He had a tooth pulled for or what was it? He had a tooth pulled for what's it called?
Nymphomaniac.
Yeah. No, but
You can't find the picture?
the internet is amazing here, Jordan. It's going so lightning fast that I can't contain it.
Beans.
Well,
Mr. Bean.
we're just gonna
Mr.
sit
Bean
here and
is
wait.
pretty cool.
Mr. Bean's a cool guy. Rowan Atkinson.
I
Yep.
was going to say pretty penny for anybody who actually knows the actor's name.
Rowan Atkinson.
Jordan
is,
knows it. He was in the first Scooby-Doo movie, the live action.
Really?
He was, and it was.
Do you know?
man, he
do you
was,
know he was
Spoilers. He was
in
the bad
Lion
guy.
in the Lion King? He was the bird.
Yep.
Yep.
Blue bird.
Zazu.
He was the blue bird.
Good little bird.
My mind was blown when I learned that as somewhat an adult.
being a young lad from the country of Scotland, I was well versed in the antics of Rowan Atkinson, including that show. I can't remember the name of it, but he was in with Hugh Laurie, and they were all World War One
Yeah,
people
I
and
know
stuff.
You're talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
It was a pretty good
That
show
went on for a
too.
while.
Yeah, it was
Coffee in here?
No, it's just water.
Just water. I too have water.
okay, Dan.
out.
Oh, I didn't tweet out yet.
Smart
Are you
water
tweeting
right
out on
here.
your?
He looks normal. Ew.
No,
This is gonna be a pretty good tweet right here. Here we go.
You ready for Beans?
I'm
He
ready
looks
to-
like a child.
We are live
Beans still looks like a kid.
now.
Like if he
That's a good tweet, Joe.
Oh,
if he shaved that goatee, he would still look like a kid. What's wrong? He looks fine.
look at him. Look at him.
What do you mean? He looks normal. I don't get what it is. Like he looks fine.
he looks like an alien. Wait, he might be one.
You never know. Joey looks fine.
Oh, man.
I wish I was an alien.
You are an alien, Joe.
That's pretty cool.
Well, we haven't even done an intro, and yet.
So
we
how
did
you
the
guys
intro.
doing today?
oh yeah. Hey
How's
guys.
everybody doing?
Did you tweet this out yet, Joe?
I'm
No,
going
no,
to
no,
tweet
I
it out.
did. I got distracted because
Because of Beans.
All right, we are live now, so come join us.
Come join us.
You beautiful critters.
Okay, I don't want to. Do you have something better than that?
I say we are live with Creature Talk, and I spelled Creature Talk really long. Or live now on Cratcher Telk. Then I give the
I
link.
said
That
CT is
one's-
live.
That one's. Well,
All right, here we go.
I guess that one's all right. Cratch or no,
You
actually.
can just quote retweet it and then delete everything but the link.
Yeah, I could do that, but
What is
It's a
happening?
lot of work.
All
So
right,
welcome
I'm
to Creature Talk
Tweeting it out right now.
for June 17th, 27th, 2015.
1915.
What?
Sorry, I'm a little bit in disarray right now because of recovering from the past week and a half of
I'm recovering.
chaos.
I'm still sick.
Chaos.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got sick.
I got pretty sick.
Sounds
felt
like
like
you're doing a lot
crap.
better now.
Yep. My body couldn't handle it, and I had explosive diarrhea while we were at E3.
Did you really?
No, there was no diarrhea.
It was just a cold. It was just a cold.
It was a chest cold.
It was a common cold, and he survived.
diarrhea in the chest.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea in the
lungs.
chest. I
Of the
threw
nose.
up diarrhea.
Of the nose as well. But
Tweets aren't loading right now.
tweets aren't going or loading.
Loading
They're not loading.
because this Wi-Fi is shit.
Just disconnect.
We
Use
have-
your 4G, 5G.
You know, I
What is
Gs
5G
they
I
have
think I went
nowadays.
over like 8 gigs.
Holy
like,
crap!
off my plan, so I get a lot.
How'd
of,
you
like,
even do that?
Do you have a data
I
plan?
guess I use like one gig a day or something,
Doing what?
Instagram.
like streaming and like watching YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah, that'll do it. Because
Yeah,
a
over
YouTube
E3
video
was-
is about like 200 megabytes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long one is.
Over E3 was the first time I ever went over my data plan, where it told me it was limiting it after that.
Was it limiting it?
Yeah, it put my like bit rate down. Or, like,
It throttled you.
yes, it throttled me.
Wow.
Not
Wow.
bit rate.
Didn't know that was
They
possible.
They just told me they're gonna keep charging me. As long as I
Oh
keep
yeah,
using
yeah.
it.
No, they definitely.
normal plans do that.
Verizon will just pull
Did
your
you-
pants
you
down
didn't
and keep charging you the entire time.
You used to be grandfathered in, right? To like unlimited data.
I used to have unlimited data, and then one day I went to get a new phone.
And when
they,
you upgraded, that
they
then
said-
they downgrade you.
yeah, they said that
2
you can either
gigabytes or
upgrade or you can buy it outright. And I was like, oh, I'll just buy it outright. Oh well, the data plan they're all going to be switched anyway. So I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, whatever, just give me the stupid upgrade.
I still have unlimited.
And then there's people like you 2 years later that still have unlimited. So
Actually, it's like 4. Because last time I got lucky somehow.
I would have had it.
Get
I
wrecked.
kept it, but didn't.
Get wrecked.
Stupid Best Buy employee.
Yeah, they ripped you
What
off.
an
man.
idiot.
They did. They really did. But oh well. Exactly. So, welcome to Creech Talk once again.
Welcome.
And see our Joe here with his chicken mask and
He
hat.
chose mine.
How you doing?
He chose mine.
He chose
Then why did I
mine.
get a buzz?
He chose mine. Did you do both?
Nope.
What happened?
Quoted your tweet and said,
Oh,
So
you
you- no, you
quoted.
quoted
You
mine.
quoted.
"What'd you say?" I'm gonna find out right now.
You're gonna find out.
He
Anyway.
quoted.
Like you're going for it.
Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
but the Wi-Fi though.
It's not too good.
Let me
here.
disconnect here.
Yeah, that's what that's what I did.
You're gonna
to
go over your
quote
data
retweet
plan
it.
even more.
4G LED.
It's gonna be
I
super.
think mine
It's
is
gonna be
reset,
super throttled.
because my charge is at the end
Mine's
of the
supposed
month.
to be the 25th, I think.
Mine's
is
the
when it-
6th. My billing cycle is the 6th every month.
Well, my billing
What's
cycle
your
ends the
billing?
21st, but my like data cycle isn't until the 25th.
Oh.
Oh,
Just keep
Well, yeah,
charged.
my billing cycle is the
And mine's the
31st,
25th too.
Yeah.
and then my actual data cycle is the 6th.
right,
Is
okay.
alive.
Because the data cycle is definitely different
is
than the
alive?
billing cycle.
That's what you
Alive.
It's supposed to be it's alive.
put. It's alive.
There you go,
Say is
Shia.
alive.
Oh, let me double check. You put is alive.
Oh man.
There you go.
Is alive.
Sounds
Good
like an
little
Italian
Shia.
Yeah, that man.
It's alive.
That kind of takes it down a
Jurassic
couple
World.
steps.
So
Jurassic
Jurassic
World.
World,
So it's been out for a couple weeks, and I finally got to see it last night.
Finally.
which is pretty unusual.
We
for
watched
Dan
it-
Daniel.
When did we watch it? We watched it when it came out. The night it came out.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, we did it right before we left for E3 too,
Yeah.
and we watched it, and
You guys saw it in pedestrian 2D. I saw it in IMAX 3D.
No, we
Anyone that
did see it in
thinks-
IMAX because we were in like the front row, so we were like looking up like.
was that? I don't think that was IMAX, was it?
No.
No, he was saying technically it was IMAX.
Oh,
because
okay,
you came so
okay.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I forgot
pretty.
I had the hat on. Do you want it?
No, I already have a hat on.
The snapback.
I wanted to do it, do the IMAX because they had a 6-minute like Ant-Man preview.
Oh,
So watch that.
I don't know about that new Ant-Man.
They didn't really show. I mean, they had like a sizzle reel sort of deal, but they only showed like a little bit of one scene. It wasn't the best scene to showcase, but I don't know. It was.
Yeah, it's looking kind of iffy.
I've heard.
Is he
going to
be an Avenger?
I've heard good things. He's going to be in the Captain America movie.
So he's not going to be an Avenger. He's not cool enough.
He might be an Avenger. Apparently, the after the credits things for Ant-Man are really good.
Okay.
Apparently, there's two different after the credits things that happen that it's pretty big, but I don't know what it is.
Well,
but-
we'll have to see that movie and conclude that it's garbage. As far as Jurassic Park, though, I thought it was
World.
pretty good. Jurassic World, that's the same, different one. But as far as Jurassic World, I thought it was pretty decent.
It's pretty good.
I went in with like I think
What the fuck is
Dan.
that, by the way? What is that?
It's
Kashi.
a piece of a kashi bar that James smashed there 3 weeks ago.
Oh, it's still there.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
yeah, it's pretty good. If Spencer is here, I'd give him some money to lick it up.
Oh,
You guys do that far too often with Spencer.
Gone.
Hey,
it's because Spencer volunteers to do that type of stuff. He gets easy.
he'd
money
do that for $10.
He ate the bug. How much did he get for the bug?
Lick the bug.
Two
$20.
licks, $20 a lick. He did some licking on that thing and made some money.
I would have just kept licking it, and you guys would have to pay out like crazy. I was in the
Well, we
gas
didn't
station when
agree
that
per
happened.
lick. We
Now-
just like that's what his licks translated over.
That was
to
right
after,
before
but-
Vegas too, so it would have been perfect.
Yeah, that was good. He got that money to gamble.
Yep.
But Jurassic World, yeah, I went in with no expectations, and it was okay. Nothing crazy good,
That's what I
but
told Joe yesterday. It's like I've heard mixed things, so I'm going in with no expectations, even though I like the other ones. But I
I thought it was
enjoyed
pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in Jurassic Park, like growing up as a kid, I don't think I even watched it as a kid because it came out. When did it come out?
Growing up as a kid.
No, like when 1993 it came out, right? So like I probably didn't watch
that was
it.
95.
What?
Mm,
95?
I think it was 94.
I think it was 93.
I think it was 95.
I say about 93.
Yeah. So like, there's no way I would have watched it because I would have been like a baby. So I probably. What the fuck was that?
No, fridge.
Oh, it was like bring. But then like, so I probably watched it later on. But anyways, like you always like when I grew up, I was like, oh, it'd be crazy if it was an actual like amusement park, and then this movie like they actually did it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm.
Thought it was pretty.
Well, that's
cool.
what they were kind of trying to do
What?
with the first one, and then
Yeah. I mean, it failed.
It failed
John Hammond
miserably.
failed
And the second one, they kind of failed as well.
in the third one. it
Well, the
failed.
second one, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
They're
what
trying
made the
to do
movies
Jurassic
good though,
Park
because they were
San
like
Diego or
crazy.
whatever.
Like it was just like crazy shit going down. The dinosaurs like
Which one is that? The
rampaging the streets.
well, which one is the one where the
That was in
they
the
brought the T-Rex
second
into
one.
like?
that was the second one.
Lost
Yeah.
World. That was the one I saw in theaters. I was too young to see the first one as well. But
Yeah,
I
my
saw the
mom
second
wouldn't
one
let
in
me
theaters.
see those until I was 10 years old, and I was
Wow.
a big Jurassic. I mean, I was a big dinosaur fan in
Yeah.
general.
Mm.
So
I mean, I think everyone that was under 8 years old was a boy.
yep, for a
Big-
while
Big
there.
dino fans.
I was a big dino fan. I had the little dino. What are those stupid things called? The little tiny things. The
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi. I had the dino.
Oh
one of
yeah, I had
those.
that.
I had the pterodactyl version, and then I think I had the Bronchiosaurus version as well.
We should do a dinosaur spelling bee throughout this entire creature.
We should.
That'd
I like
be
how
a
we have,
terrible
like-
idea.
Like little Tamagotchis, and we're like, oh, this is cool, like raise your little animal and stuff. But like now that there's iPhones and kids get iPhones, like at 6, 7 years old, they can just do whatever, download whatever app to satisfy them for.
Including a
James,
Tamagotchi app.
James,
Do
James
Minecraft.
has the Tamagotchi app. Like you actually can
James
buy
is
it.
a fucking nerd. My point is like Minecraft. If Minecraft was out when I was like 8, I'd probably play the heck out of.
They
Minecraft.
do have crazy stuff now.
Do you just censor yourself when you probably play the heck out of Minecraft?
I did it.
He's addressing
Because
a
I was-
younger
yeah,
audience
'cause
right
I was
now.
talking about Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
So to relate to a younger audience. So,
All right.
like dinosaur Minecraft.
Dinosaur
Oh, man.
spelling bee. Word number 1, pterodactyl.
Oh, we
Now,
are we all doing
This
it?
is a trick one. Jordan, go. Pterodactyl.
T.
I think
Shut up. Jordan.
P.
TP.
No, PT.
Ah. He caught us laughing at him.
What?
RYDACTYL.
TYL?
Paterfrodactyl? What'd you just say? Why'd you put an F in there?
Pterodactyl.
No, it sounded right.
Oh.
What?
Okay, Joe, go.
All right. I didn't. I thought there might have been a T at the beginning, but now that you said P, it's like threw me off. But I think it's TY.
I'm gonna rate
let
these
me
as
see.
they go.
I gotta close my eyes. TYRANAS.
I know what you're-
ARUS? REX.
Even if you were trying to spell Tyrannosaurus, you still spelled it wrong.
I don't know. Isn't it? It's TY though, right?
It's PT.
All right.
Alex.
Alex.
I mean, I've seen
He's seen it in the chat
Okay,
already.
okay.
Chat
So,
by now, so-
Pterodactyl is PTERODACTYL. So, fantastic.
YL.
See, I knew how to do the. I forgot about the P, but I knew how to spell pterodactyl, and then I just threw the F in there because I didn't know if the P was real or not. And then what if the F was in there and wasn't real as well?
Apparently,
An F.
pterodactyl is like the more so slang version
Really?
of the actual name. It's like pterodactylus.
Wow.
Wow.
Informal name for members
What
of
is
that.
slang?
Well, if you look at it, a cat's name is short slang for
Feline.
You know. Exactly.
Is that the way that works?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, Daniel, what's your thoughts on Jurassic World?
I liked it a lot. I was pleasantly surprised. I don't like Bryce Dallas Howard. I actually liked her in the movie.
Who's that?
She was the annoying
Redhead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Starts
She's a
off
weirdo.
annoying, but has a character arc and becomes
Ah,
not annoying by the end of it.
Canine. That's the one for dog.
Dog, yeah. yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Canine Cop with Jim Belushi and a dog?
That sounds
was the dog?
absolutely horrible. It actually sounds like the
What was
worst
the dog?
movie in the
I
world.
think it was like a German Shepherd. Let's see here. He was a cop, so
There was a movie like
up.
that with a guy and he had a dog. I think I brought that up a long time ago in a different creature talk.
Turner and Hooch.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Turner and
Here, let me.
Pooch.
Wait, this is the most.
I don't even want to know.
This is a really stupid poster for that movie.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Look at they're laying on the road.
See, he's got his hands crossed like
Yeah.
What is the thing at the top there? Oh, there we go. They're back to clean up the streets one mess at a time.
Oh wait, no, that's a sequel. Canine PI.
Oh!
I didn't know they had a second one. Oh wait, no, this is the original poster. What the? I did not know there was more than one of those. And it was the year I was born. The first one.
Is it comedic?
Oh yeah. It's not serious.
Look at that good
And
dog.
introducing
Look at that
Jay Lee
good
as
dog.
himself.
I kind of remember seeing parts of it.
Meet the two toughest cops in town. One's just a little smarter than the other.
Doesn't he
Which
like
one?
shut off his like alarm clock at the beginning or something? Like,
I
he
can't
just
remember.
keep shutting it off.
I haven't seen that movie in probably about 20 years. So
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Who do you think the smarter one would be? The dog or the man?
It's obvious that the dog is
is
the smarter
smarter,
one if it's Jim Belushi.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the joke.
Probably.
joke.
Probably.
So it's like Turner and Hooch came out. It's like we could make something better, or at least cash in on the hype of Turner and Hooch. Anyway,
And then Cujo came out.
and just destroyed it all.
Cujo.
Yep.
That was the Stephen King movie, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Shiloh, that series. Came
Shiloh
out.
Oh, yeah, LaBeouf.
Shiloh LaBeouf. I thought it was very good.
Shiloh was good.
There wasn't any, like I had told Liz, like when I got home, I was like, there wasn't anything that I was like ugh at in the movie, which was good. Like I thought it was great. It wasn't like amazing, but it was good, and I had a lot of fun with it. There was a lady though who was like very loud, and was just like, "Oh fuck!" Like whenever anything would happen.
Oh, in the
We
theater.
had people
Yeah.
like clapping and stuff.
Yeah, it's a clappable movie.
It was a classic, American theater.
Yeah, Dex got upset.
Dex is pretty upset.
Classic American theater. What does that
What
mean?
else is new?
Well,
Well, we're
he-
American. Apparently, Americans are
Like
are
when
really,
they had I won't tell you guys, but at the end there was a big battle, and they were like, "Yeah!"
Oh, yeah,
And then-
no, I wanted to clap, but there was only like maybe 10 people in the theater, so and nobody was
our
clapping,
theater
so-
was going wild when
Yeah.
things would happen, and
they
Dex
were
was
freaking
like,
out.
See, that's why I like
Super
midnight
They
showings
had
upset
like
or
at it.
early
the
showings
party
because it's a packed theater.
balloons
Everybody
that
wants to see it.
Things
So.
you spin,
"Yep, they had the little
the confetti things you pull. Like they were pretty.
Thunder sticks.
Yeah, yeah. There were
Yeah,
firecrackers
it was
going
pretty
on.
Not quite that rowdy, but yeah, a rowdy American theater to say the least."
People took their shotguns.
Dexter didn't like the American spirit.
No, he didn't.
People enjoying a movie.
Nope.
Oh,
He's like, never mind.
That's like the best thing though when the audience really
now I
participates.
want to know what.
I'll
I
tell
mean,
you
it was
after.
opening night. Like it was opening night for Jurassic World.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But yeah,
what you
so
gotta
Jurassic
expect.
World.
Yeah. What do you think of it, Alex?
You know, from the trailers, it seems pretty good.
Mm.
Chris Pratt's a cool actor,
He was good in it.
and
That would
Raptors
be
are
pretty
nice.
disastrous if it didn't have Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. He's gonna be the next Indiana Jones.
Maybe.
Or
Well, he's already maybe Shia will reprise his role as Mud or whatever his name was. Mutt.
Mutt.
I can't remember.
Yeah. He was swinging through trees like monkeys.
Let's have a
or
moment
with
of
the
silence
monkeys.
for the Indiana Jones series.
What do you think was the inspiration behind Shia LaBeouf's "Just Do It" video?
I think. Oh, it was like a what was it called? Like a like when you
Performance.
Yeah, like he was like acting to get like a role for something, whatever that's called.
Auditioning?
Audition tape.
It was an audition tape, yeah. Because I was in the same audition tape with him.
For what role do you think?
The next Transformers movie.
Were you competing with him?
He was
Yeah.
working with them, right?
Yep.
So Shia's gonna be in the next Transformers with Matt Damon
Yes.
because Matt Damon was in
I'm
the
just
last.
trying to
And the
think-
next
I'm trying to
Indiana
think
Jones.
of what he's doing, like, because he's just saying, "Just do it."
No, he's
you
gonna
know?
It's inspirational.
Do it.
he's gonna be in
Like,
the.
what is that exactly for? Like, which?
It's like an inspirational quote.
well, no, like Nike obviously owns that quote, but I'm just saying, like,
Now they own Just Do It,
Nah.
not just do it.
No. Nike.
Nike's just do it. And
That's
he's
what Shia
saying,
said.
He's saying do it, unless he said
No,
just
I
do
think
it.
he said
He said
just
just
do
do
it.
it.
Did
Wait,
that get a takedown notice
says
from
just do
Nike?
no.
Yeah.
No.
Hang on. Wait.
it's-
Look up.
That's
look up the Nike
infringing
quote.
right there. That's pretty infringing.
It's pretty infringing. That's what I'm saying. You know, what is the motivation?
Maybe he got
behind it?
sponsored.
By Nike.
He could
to
be-
go
he
on
could have been.
and do it.
No,
Yeah, there you
to
go.
just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Oops.
But
He's a lot more power than
what's
he
being
knows.
argued here? Yes, this is the quote.
I'm not sure.
This is like any of our meetings where you and James go back and forth for 20 minutes when you guys are not even arguing about anything.
Okay. Well, Shia, you know, just do it. I'm wondering again, what movie do you think?
Oh, what movie do you think that like
Yes.
he was? Okay. Well, I mean, the new Transformers movie, new Indiana Jones movie. He could be in the new Star Wars movie. He could be Han Solo's
Those are
child
Son.
because Han Solo and,
Sounds- oh
Princess
my.
Leia have twins. What the fuck are they called? Jaden? No, that's Luke's. Whatever. They have twins, so Shia could be one of their kids in that movie. Because maybe he's turning to the dark side. Look at him. Don't cry. Don't cry.
He's probably just like stoned in that. Look at him. He looks stoned.
I think he's
Honestly.
very emotional.
You know, it looks like
Because
at
he's
the
not
opening.
famous anymore.
It's like whenever he's not famous, he just finds a way to.
You just can't
be
argue with
famous again.
Shia.
He does. He knows what he's doing. He's got a smart
Jordan.
advisor.
Give me.
Here, I'll give you Shia. There you go. There's your Shia.
It's okay.
He's caressing it now.
That's like a younger Shia though. We've got
Like
going on.
right. This is like right after Transformers. You think?
Yeah, because he looks somewhat decent in that. He
Looks
doesn't
like a
look
normal
he's
human
Yeah,
being.
yeah.
down
Now he has
spiraled.
like a what is that called? Like a
man bun.
The braid.
it's a
braid.
braided rat. It's not. It's a rat
Because-
tail. Like what is that dumb thing called? What? Like,
What's it?
You know why?
it's atrocious.
Do you know why?
why?
Because he's gonna be in episode 7, and he's gonna be
He's
a
gonna
Jedi.
be a Jedi, so
He's
he
gonna
needs
be a
that
Jedi.
disgusting thing. Hang. It looks like an intestine.
No, it looks like what's it called hat.
That's a ponytail.
The guy who fought at the Alamo? Davy Crockett.
What, a
hat.
coonskin hat?
Oh,
Davy Crockett hat. That's what he's doing. He just doesn't want to wear the hat all the time.
Davy Crockett.
so I'm growing my
king
hair
of
out.
the
so I can
wild
braid it.
Was it Davy Crockett?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Born on
like
a mountain top in Tennessee.
some dude who was the guy that stood in, like.
Oh, John Wayne.
No. Maybe I'm thinking of like a
That's
different.
a Davy Crockett hat.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of a different scenario.
Skin cap.
There was like a battle where like this dude just stood with revolvers and was like just shooting at all the Indians. coming
Wow.
in. So I think it's a completely different.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of someone
I'm
else.
thinking of the 1800s. Wasn't.
Yeah,
wasn't
Davy
a-
Crockett was more of an explorer rather than a warmonger.
Was he a like
Yeah.
mafia?
Yeah, Davy Crockett I thought was like.
He could have been a mafia.
There was no mafia.
I don't even know what's happening in that
What's
picture.
going on there?
Bring it up.
Is it showable?
Nah, it's a little.
Here, wait, I gotta
it's-
see it.
It's violent. Kind of. Just weird.
Oh, now you can put that up. What's not even that bad?
It's not bad.
It's not even
just-
great. You
it's
show
weird.
them. They
No.
wanna see it.
Too late. I already clicked it off. Now they're gonna yell at me. Thanks.
I'll
Joe.
tweet it out later.
Tweet it. Goodness, Joe.
Well, we went through one topic.
Did we?
We did.
Joe, what do you think of Jurassic World?
Well, it's pretty good. They're probably lined up for 2 more, I'm sure.
Two more Jurassic Worlds.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, what would they call the next one? Apparently,
Jurassic
Jurassic
Universe.
Yeah.
And then Jurassic
Yeah.
Galaxy, and that's a tie-in
Yeah.
to Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy.
Jurassic Galaxy,
Yeah.
and then Jurassic Guardians of the Galaxy.
See, Chris Pratt would just. Oh man, what have we gotten ourselves
Jurassic
into?
Universe.
Oh, so as well. Now I
is
think it's
going on?
time for a
Moisturizing
word
my
from our
lips.
sponsors as Joe moisturizes his lips.
You know what? You know what Joe looks like right now while he's moisturizing his lips? Shia LaBeouf moisturizing his lips.
The world looks like a hippie.
A little water that spilled off to the side there.
Can we get a zoom in there?
Yeah, zoom
Oh,
in.
on the water
Yeah.
spilling off. Let's see here.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's some water on his lip.
some water just falling off. Of
Oh, look at that. Yeah, he kind of got it on his mustache right there.
Anyway,
But he's good. He keeps hydrated. He keeps hydrated.
that's important.
This episode of Creature Talk is brought to you by Loot Crate. Would you classify yourself as a geek, a gamer, or a pop culture nerd, Joe?
Yep.
I prefer
I'm
dork.
a big nerd.
I prefer dork.
Dork.
I prefer pop culture geek nerd.
Oh, there we go. You got a hybrid of the word right there. Then this is the subscription box for you. For less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items of gamer and pop culture licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Make sure to head to lootcrate.com/creature and enter the code CREATURE to save $3 on any new subscription. So every month there's a different theme, and all the items are curated around that theme. They're all inspired by classic movie and video game releases, as well as pulling from pop culture franchises. Previous Loot Crates have included items from franchises like Star Wars,
Yeah.
Marvel,
Yeah.
Do him.
Marvel,
Oh yeah, dude.
The Walking Dead,
Woo!
The Legend of Zelda. Joe does like Zelda
Just
quite
all
a bit.
related to Joe at this point.
Yeah, pretty much a bunch of Joe's interests and many more. This year thus far, there have been crates featuring some exclusive items from Star Wars and Voltron, as well as some epic geek apparel and awesome retro gaming inspired mashup figure. A crate all about strategy games. A crate all about covert operations. And there's only more awesomeness to come. Basically, Loot Crate is like a friend who knows what you love and surprises you with an awesome present every single month. You have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. You'll have to catch up for the next crate. So go to lootcrate.com/creature and enter the code creature to save $3 on your new subscription today.
Nice.
Nice.
Go get your Loot Crate.
You're supposed to say nice.
Nice.
There we go. There we go.
Radical.
Just do it.
Just
Do it!
Do it! Do it!
Why would you hurt Shia like that? He's in the hospital right now. That could be like
I don't even know what like
one of
is
those
going
voodoo
on
dolls
here anymore. There's just shit flying at this
Do
point.
it! Do it!
Well, at this rate, if we're doing knocking
We
down
got
one topic
down,
every
we
half
got
an hour or so,
50 more to go.
We'll be done by 7 a.m.
Be a long creature talk.
Okay.
Oh!
Man,
We gotta do that again.
my luck has rubbed off on you, Jordan.
No kidding. What are you doing, Joe?
Do it again. Do
Oh.
it again.
Oh, can I get some inspiration?
Life doesn't have do-overs, Jordan.
Wait.
You still missed.
I missed it again. Joe, I need a...
Do it on the camera. Is it? There we go.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah!
All right.
Thank you,
That
Joe.
was unbelievable.
Man, he really boosted my confidence. I'll tell you what right now.
all Shia.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Shia.
Now that we've done that, okay, Jordan, Bronchiosaurus.
BRACHIASAURAS.
That was pretty close. You were, I think, a couple letters off, though.
Crap.
I'm not going to tell you how to spell it. Next topic.
So we went out to E3 this past week. We did not only the E3 road trip, which was pretty crazy, and you should go check out that entire playlist of E3
It's
road
all
trip
done now.
videos.
Wait, is it
Did,
all up?
did it?
It's
The
all
last
up.
one went
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
How many videos?
23.
23. I'm gonna have to make like some. I'm gonna be making with Joe a whole infographic, like cool setup thing
Infographic.
for the road trip to just kind of document everything notable that happened in the road trip.
Why don't you
and-
do E3 highlights?
Huh?
E3 trip highlights.
What do you mean?
That should be a video that goes up.
We were gonna do that, but
Oh.
you kind of spoiled it.
Well, there you go.
Just kidding. We weren't gonna do it.
I know you weren't.
But I stole his idea anyway, so we're gonna
Go
do that.
for it. Steal my idea that I just pitched for the hub. And use it for the hub.
Alex, I'll just take the credit for it. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Good.
You were just that guy in science class when people partnered up and someone had a cool idea for the science project.
I was the one that always did the cool ideas for science, and everyone wanted to partner
I
up with
wonder
me
why that was.
because I'm a nerd.
Dork.
What was your
Dork.
What'd you do?
Yeah, what was your coolest idea?
I was able to build the best bridge out of popsicle sticks.
Then how come when you built your trebuchet following the instructions, it didn't work right?
Because he's a nerd. You know what I did for my science project? Because I didn't want to do a science project, I just had to test which water had less chlorine in it. Tap water or bottled water. So the last 2 days of the due date, I just bought a kit and just documented it. I didn't even use. I used both. Both of the things were bottled water. I was too lazy to use tap water.
Wow. How are you too lazy?
I got like
to
a
use tap
90
water?
on that
There
project.
you go.
Jeez.
It's an
Public
A
school
right there.
system, everyone.
Yeah, I remember
I
I
had like
went
3 months to do it.
and you did it on the last
did it on
day.
the last 2
Yeah,
days.
I had a similar experience. We'll have to go over some school stories like that. I have several different like project stories that I did. I can tell you about one of them where I tied a fly for my class.
Ah.
I used to love fishing, so my mom and dad got me a fly tying kit for my birthday one year, and I went up in front of the class and tied a fly.
You must
So
have
you had
like,
it on a string?
What's like an insect?
No, fly fishing. It's you get a
Oh, fly
hook.
fishing.
that sounds so fucking boring, dude.
You get a
I
hook.
I would never. Talk
I
to
got
you in
the
school.
only perfect score out of anyone on this show and tell project because I got a hook and I tied it. I think I did a grasshopper. So you tie it to look like
Is
a
that a knot?
grasshopper. It's with you like use a bunch of different strings and feathers and like different materials and
His
stuff.
was laziness. Yours was actually doing something and being impressive.
He's like, I got something like that.
I was going to say I once, when I was being homeschooled, I had to do a book report, but I got to choose the book. And so I picked Spider-Man Lizard Sanction. That was a novelization of, I guess, a comic book run. I knew my mom wasn't going to read it, so I just made all the bullshit up. I didn't read the book, and I wrote a book report on it.
Wow. What'd you get on it?
Good grade, it must have been.
You know something? I chose The Perfect Storm for my book.
We've talked about this.
Yeah, and my teacher told me, there's a movie out. Like, are you watching the movie? And I'm like, no, I would never do that. and then the day of,
Oh yeah, Matt Damon was in that.
yes, the
You
night
watched
of
the movie
the
and
next
did
day,
the book report on the
That's
movie.
how
I
you
watched
do
the
it.
movie on HBO, well, DirecTV. It was on because I started going through the book and I'm like, this is a long book. It's pretty boring. But I managed to bullshit my way because my teacher had some hard hitting questions like, have you seen the movie? And I'm like, no. And she's like, well, tell me the plot of this. And so I had to be like, well, there's a difference because they go into very big detail on the starting. I read the first 20 pages.
How would you know there's
That's,
a
my
difference?
like I said, I read the first 20 pages.
How would you, saying you hadn't seen the movie, say there's a difference between the movie and the book?
Well, if he
always a
phrased it
difference.
right, well, I've heard that the movie and the
Yeah, I
book are
said
very
something like,
different.
I've seen the movie a long time ago. To answer your question, but
And then you accidentally referred to one of the characters as George Clooney. And
And then George Clooney,
When George Clooney
jumped
did-
off the boat.
another trick is if you ever have a poster board that you have to do for a science project or something.
Are you telling these kids how to?
Make sure what you do is you get 4 or 5 different markers with different colors and you put
Make
it
it
in one hand.
colorful.
No, well yeah, but the idea is you just keep putting dots on it and that adds the
Fills it out.
yeah and
So you don't have to put a lot of crap on it
right,
to make
so
it look
I-
like
because
it's
I didn't have what
occupied.
to go on my poster. So when I started
So you
putting
just
notes,
sat
it looked
There
really
you go.
fun.
Was that just a spur of the moment? Like I'm
That
just
wa-
like
so
bored
the
and hitting
morning
this.
of one of my
Stipple
science
it.
projects, I just put that everywhere, and then I got I think a 90 on that as well.
Genius.
There was some person that was really mad at me because they knew that I bullshitted it and did that one day where they took time.
I would be the kind of
They're really
person that
good,
would be like, yeah, I'd be mad at you if you did that.
Yeah.
And then again, I would have respect for you because you could pull it off.
They're saying Alex's mic is really low.
It's 'cause he's not that close to it.
because I'm not next to my microphone.
He's not next to it and he's talking really quietly. So
So maybe I'll
Well.
do a school tip series.
how to
survival
get
guide.
through? Yeah, how to get through school time
I don't have anything about
without doing
math.
with
though.
I had a terrible time in math.
I think, as someone
Oh,
said,
yeah,
you're
math is
never going to be
definitely
walking
hard.
around with a calculator in the real world, so you better figure out.
I remember that. I remember that very well, And I was one of the kids that I could get every question right, but because my methods were different,
Yeah.
I was wrong every time. Even though I had the right answer, I didn't do the work correctly, so they would always.
You have to do it the
I
way
was
the
like,
system
screw you!
wants
I'm
you
not
to,
going to do it the
Jordan."
way the system wants. I'll fail math, and I failed math.
There are no
I
alternative-
failed math.
There are
Nice
no
job.
alternative methods of logical thinking.
Nope.
Just the
Apparently
way the
not.
system wants you to.
Thank you, public school system. You suck. Stay in school, kids.
Right. So,
A road trip. Don't even know how we got here. E3 road trip had a lot of interesting stops. You got
Stealing ideas.
um,
That's how it happened.
that is how it happened. Okay.
The gun range was pretty cool.
The gun range was pretty cool. We didn't show Joe shot a Tommy gun.
Oh, yeah.
Off
that
camera.
was crazy. That was actually the first time when I was in Boy Scouts, I shot a rifle, but I never shot
Did you shoot a 22?
I don't know what it was. It was just a rifle, a little. It wasn't anything crazy, but the Tommy gun was out of control. My hands were shaking afterward because it was so
How did the gangsters do it?
I don't know. I mean, my family did it, so
his mob family.
Your Italian chicken
my
mob
Italian
family?
heritage. They did it somehow.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It was a fun time. We should definitely go shooting around here. I'm sure it'd be a lot cheaper to,
Yeah.
You could probably buy your own guns and
I just
tons
don't
of
know
ammo for the
how-
price.
How could you ever dual wield in real life? When you did the AK, could you ever hold 2 of those and I don't know how that would work.
Generally, you can't dual wield
Any-
2 AKs. Can you? Can you do that?
In GoldenEye, you could.
He said-
it doesn't seem like it would. You'd be just like this, like even if you could keep it still, like it would be.
Oh yeah, because I saw your footage of the AK, and it was just like you pulled every single time, so it'd be tough to do two where you're not going like that instantly.
But you know, what? Holding that AK, like I really felt at home.
Yeah,
like I felt.
Well, that's why I was
you know,
surprised
Yeah.
that you couldn't keep it steady because I figured it would be in your jeans.
But it just felt like I could. It was gonna pop, and I let it pop, and I would just
Yeah.
reset it, like. But
It was in your blood.
The Kalashnikov.
I really
mean-
like the. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you know, the war children of Africa, like when they're shooting those things, they must just be like, you know, because
Yeah, I can't imagine, like-
and stuff like.
Hold it
I
over
couldn't believe how
cover, like,
loud it
firing.
was too. It was like
Well,
crazy loud.
it's extra loud because it's in such
Yeah, yeah.
confinement that it's not.
It was-
I mean, it's still gonna be loud out in the open, but it's not gonna be that loud.
Yeah.
Sound has a place to go outside.
My favorite part was shooting the suppressed G17
Yeah, I didn't.
or G19.
'cause-
Was it 19 or 17?
I think it was 17.
After you guys had done it, I watched some of the footage. I didn't know you guys did a silence pistol until afterwards, and I was like, "Oh, that looks awesome."
Yeah, it was cool. I really
I would
liked
have
it,
gone nuts for that.
and I really liked the MP5 as well. That was a cool gun. I can see why the SAS used that as their weapon of choice.
It's my favorite in
Is-
Call of Duty 4.
Yep, I used it a lot in that too. Too bad they didn't have the silence version of that.
Yeah.
They had it for sale. Like I could have gotten it, or
You could
they
buy
just
'em
had
there?
it. Yeah, they had a few
Wow.
things for sale, and they didn't have that.
Was that
to
the one
rent,
that
though.
was like you said? It was like really easy to shoot. Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
Like really.
It
Easy
didn't.
it was like lightweight or whatever.
It didn't kick too hard, but those things have 9mm rounds that really pack a punch. But yeah, that was fun. That whole road trip was definitely a lot of fun. We missed a few stops here and there, but
Nothing
that's
crazy.
nothing insane. It's
We
just
left all
kinda-
of the main ones.
We
there.
have terrible timing. I don't think there was one day where we weren't 3 hours late getting out of wherever we were. I guess that's just the cost of having 9 people to organize at once. Alex was pretty good. Thank you, Alex.
What?
You're pretty good time-wise the entire time.
Yeah, I guess there's no point though.
Yeah, there was no point. It's a thought that counts.
You're being
though.
rewarded right now, though, for your timeliness.
I mean, thank you.
by a shout out on Creature Talk. You
I
didn't
mean-
have to say that you were on. Time.
Everyone give Alex a shout out right now. Here, watch it. It's gonna go crazy.
They're gonna give me a shout out.
They're gonna give
In
you
the
they're
chat,
gonna be
you can get some
"Yeah,
chat
Good
love."
job.
That's not a shout out. A shout out.
It's like a virtual shout out.
No, it's still not a shout out.
What do you
A
mean?
shout out is like you're promoting somebody. You're like
Well,
shouting them
promote
out.
promote Alex somehow.
They're
They'll
gonna
figure it
promote
out.
me to me on chat.
Yep, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
At Immortal HD.
Yep.
Alex won. They're spelling your name wrong too.
Oh,
They're spelling my name wrong as well.
how they spell it? Alex. That's how they're
Yep.
spelling it. Spelling it
Yeah.
wrong.
That's a darn shame.
What
But
the
after the road trip, we
spelling it?
we arrived in E3, and everyone was completely destroyed. So it was pretty much just us walking around like zombies on the entire show floor at E3. Got to check out some games.
Speaking of zombies,
What was your favorite game?
Well, I was trying to roll over to The Walking Dead. That was actually probably in my top like 3 though favorite games. The Walking Dead, the VR that was pretty awesome, and then Halo, of course, was amazing, and I'm actually really excited
Was
about.
it?
Yeah,
Did you really like it?
yeah, I'm a huge Halo fan. I love it.
What'd you like about this Halo in particular?
I mean, I'm more of a Halo 2 guy,
Hmm.
but I like the whole Warzone was pretty cool. Like how it was like bigger than any other multiplayer game type. That
It was
has
a
been in any
MOBA
other Halo.
style. You were there.
You were playing it.
Yeah.
I was.
He just wants to hear your opinions on it.
No, I thought it was pretty good though. Like it was a little confusing. Like it'd probably take a while to get used to like the whole like weapon selection and all that, and like the bases, and there wasn't really a map of the level. Like they showed you before on like the hologram.
They're telling you had to commit it to heart. You had to-
Exactly,
You had
yeah.
to think, you had to remember it. But I think
That
that
was
was the
pretty cool, like,
standout.
the whole-
the standout of that
the
presentation was the
HoloLens or whatever.
HoloLens.
Yeah.
because they sat you down beforehand and they fitted they put the HoloLens thing on your head. And then they're like, and I had no idea what it was. Apparently, they had showed off during the press conference, and we weren't able to see that. So they stood you up, and they're like, okay, go follow the waypoint. And you look
There was
down.
actual
You
waypoint,
down the
like,
hall,
down
and
the
there's
hallway.
a waypoint hovering in the
And then
middle
the
of the
guy
hallway.
like walks out and he's like, come here, and then he's like, look over
He
there.
wasn't there for me.
Oh,
I
really?
walked up, and I just stood there at the waypoint, and I was like, am I supposed to? Which way
It's
am I
like the
supposed to go
beginning
after
of
that?
like the Halo games where I don't know if they do it in the new one. I don't think they do, but like Halo 1 and 2 with it, the guy's like, he's like, look over here, look over
Did you
there.
have to
and, like,
calibrate?
Yeah,
for
you had to
invertedness?
calibrate your thing, and no, you
Hey,
didn't.
look at that light blinking above you.
It was kind of like that.
You
but
did
it
have
was-
to calibrate.
Oh yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah, you looked at
They, like,
something
measured-
and
they
lined
measured
up
your-
the.
Remember they measured your head?
Yeah, and then they had to measure the distance between your pupils.
Pretty sure they're just going to take your guys' brains. I think that's what it was for.
Probably. They probably downloaded my brain onto the internet.
Yeah, seems like that's something that they do over at Microsoft.
They
And that's
downloaded
where
your
we
brain.
are right now. We're
was fun.
inside the computers and the internets.
I don't know. There was a presentation of it. I don't know if you guys have seen it on YouTube. For
Is it the
Lens.
Minecraft one?
It's like, well, it's that one, but they also have like a using it in the virtual like space kind of thing where you're like your house and you use it to like watch your show. So it's like it projects your like a video onto the wall, and you can like scale it if you want, or you can
Oh.
like, tap it so it like follows you around. So like as you're going around the house,
That's the
on
future
screen
right
over
there.
here.
That's the
So you just look
future.
over
So you
and
can just
watch
look
it.
over when you're ready to.
And he showed how he put like a Skype thing like on one of the walls. He's like, that way whenever I go into the living room, they're always gonna be right there, and they'll like remind me to like keep in contact with my Skype followers or whatever. And there's like a calendar.
That's
He's
pretty
like,
cool.
Hey, this one thing was like a little beach, and it had like degrees over it. And he's like, I'm planning a trip to Hawaii next, so I put this thing here just so I can see what the weather's gonna be like during those days when I go over there. And it was like on the table, and it's cool because a lot of them are like really fixated. Like they don't.
No, the
jiggle
tracking-
around.
the
Like,
tracking
they
is
stay there, so
incredible.
it's like really
Like the
weird.
biggest thing I saw on that was the tracking on this stuff is incredible. I don't know how they are able to get the orientation so spot on, but they're able to keep it so everything is just completely integrated with whatever you're looking at. So like the table they would have is just like I was going like this to kind of test it. So I was like leaning back and going around, and
It
Look
wouldn't.
like
It
a
wouldn't
crazy
move.
person.
I looked like a weirdo. I mean, everyone else was standing there like leaning against the thing like. And I was sitting over there like.
Dancing.
It works, guys. So
But we won.
we did win.
We won.
We did win.
we won the Halo thing, but that has nothing to do with that. HoloLens.
But we
Does.
won.
We won though.
Right. I mean, against some people.
I did
who
pretty
are-
good. I had like 20 some kills.
Yeah, it was. We were actually the top 4,
It was James and then me and then you.
and then Alex, I think.
I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I flew on the new airships. I tried that out for a bit, and I used like the mech thing, and that was pretty fun. So it was pretty cool. But
was cool.
it's just like Halo.
No, it is Halo. I mean,
It's definitely
but
Halo.
The
And
presentation.
Every
was pretty
game they
cool.
add one more thing to it.
Yep.
That's all I do with Halo. One more thing we're gonna add.
They're feeding off the MOBA hype too.
Yep.
I don't even know how that even works, but right. So yeah, the HoloLens pretty legit. I would
That
like to
was.
see what they can do with it, because it seems like I mean, because like the Oculus and the other VRs, they're stable screens, and that's what you're looking at. But this is like it's projecting reality.
Augmented reality.
Right.
I thought the whole game was gonna be like that. I was like, holy shit! Like, this
No,
is
that
like,
would- that would
this
be
is
weird.
Like, that would have been it. But,
But
TV
like,
would be
did you see the
required.
Minecraft presentation? That's what
No, I-
Minecraft was. The guy was
I heard about
playing
it.
Minecraft with his hands like on the table, like.
yeah.
Doing the whole like just looking. It's really trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you think that'll be till it comes out?
I don't know. Well, it depends on when they feel like it's marketable and when people can like feasibly wear it. Like even right now, it seems like it might be a little bit too big, just because it's like this big thing over your head. And I don't see myself waking up every morning and being like, oh, let me put this one. Like, it's more like but if they make it smaller, like, and it's just easy to wear, something like Google Glass, or I could see
Yeah.
that being like a everyday thing. And
Implants.
yeah, I mean, and then Microsoft
Mhm.
will double its profits overnight and become a world power.
Well, if you think about it, all that stuff can be used for more than just household and gaming. It could be used everywhere, and like
Right.
government and like military tactical layouts and stuff like that. They'd be able to analyze a battlefield.
I
I
use
can-
for training as well.
Yeah.
I can drive, and I can have like a video playing, and I can Skype
So imagine,
call.
Yep.
imagine,
Instagram.
yeah, that'll be dangerous. So imagine
driving
you
and
could
you're
set
doing
up.
this.
You could set up like a whole battleground. Like you could set up just a big airport hangar and then build the levels and then have people go through them with a gun, like a fake gun that they can shoot these projections that'll pop out. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
Grenade.
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a
Then
matter
then
of
only a
time.
matter of time.
Then, like the next, tragedy happens, and people are going to be blaming that.
Yeah, because it's so real.
They already called Grand Theft Auto like trainers or whatever.
Then like every time there's something that happens, it's Grand Theft Auto's to blame.
Yeah, poor Grand Theft
When are they going to
Auto.
blame Candy Crush?
When
It's
are
about
they
time
gonna
Candy Crush
blame
answers
bad parenting?
Candy Crush.
Never, even though that's the reason. That is darn sure the reason. Let's see, what else did we see there?
If I ever like wanted to kill some people, I'm sure my dad would smack the back of my head.
That's good parenting right
Right?
there.
If I was like, I'm gonna kill some, shut up. Go do your homework. You got garbage day tomorrow. Take out the trash. Pick up the papers. So keep that in mind when you have a child and he plays Grand Theft Auto. Make sure you just come in the room and
Make
once in a
sure
while
he's
smack him in the head.
of age, or you can know
I
that
would not say that.
not of age, but more so you know that he's
Mature
a
enough.
mature enough
Mature
individual to handle the game.
You know what? I'm at the point. GTA 5. I haven't picked up a hooker once. The entire time. Like I think
Very
it was just
mature.
because I was younger, and I was like, "There's hookers in this game, prostitutes. Oh look, he's getting his dick sucked." Like that was me apparently. But I haven't picked up one prostitute in GTA 5. PC version, Xbox version when it came out 2 years ago.
It's very good self-control right there. Very good.
I think I've graduated to a more mature standing in my life.
I used to play Duke Nukem and Serious Sam when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Mother had
Those
a,
games were
had a
pretty bad.
computer, and I would play
Duke Nukem
those.
was awesome. What are you talking about?
No, I mean like
Violent.
Oh, bad.
yeah, violent.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it kind of it shaped me to be a better person in the end because I realized,
Made you the man you are today.
Yeah, I realized how screwed up it was, and I was like, oh, all right. I dealt with it when I was young, blood, gore, violence, and I was
Got desensitized to everything. So by the time you're an
right.
adult,
So I was
there's
13.
no impact.
I'm like, it's whatever. Like Grand Theft Auto. What
You're
do you
scrolling
mean?
through murder pictures on the internet.
I think the hardest was when I tried to buy like The Sims, it was like the Valentine's expansion pack, and I was like 13 or 12 or something like that. My dad's like, "What the hell is this?" Like, what are you trying to buy right now? I had to be supervised when playing that before they realized they're like,
Wow.
just that one.
What do they
'cause
think you could do in it?
They didn't know. It was just the cover of it's like all like love stuff and like.
It's
You
like,
have, you have like the spas and like the beds and whatever. But I was trying to collect all the expansion packs for it. So I
Yeah.
was like, I
Did
need
they
this
actually
one.
supervise you when you played it?
Just for a little bit, just to be like, what is this? And
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh, see, it's cool because it's the theme is hearts and stuff, and I can go to the carnival. And they're like, all right.
And then they walk away, and then you're
later
like,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna buy the sex bed.
I remember I went to Walmart and I talked my mom into getting me Siphon Filter, and she was like really skeptical about it. And she's like, "I'm gonna have to watch you play this, and if I don't like it, I'm taking it back." She never watched me play it, and you can taser a guy until he lights on fire in that game. So that was pretty. I was pretty impressed by that game.
I
as a
played
kid.
hunting games.
Just destroy deer and
Yeah.
elk and stuff.
Yeah, I was pretty violent
Cabela's.
towards, and then there's that Cabela's game that was just all about killing things.
Doesn't your
Has
dad
there been
hunt
any about 8 more Cabela's games recently or no? Generally, they
I
come
don't
out
know.
soon.
I haven't checked recently.
I was
The
about to
last
say, 'cause
Cabela's
you
game
used
I
to do
played,
playthroughs.
the last one I played was actually phenomenal. Like it was shockingly phenomenal and realistic. It was really weird. So I don't expect that to happen again. There's probably gonna be another 8 Animal Massacre Cabela
Are
games
there any
before another
next
good
gen
one.
Cabela's games being developed right now?
I don't know. I'll have to look into it and see what's going on with those. Then Didn't see any at E3, obviously, but so me and Joe got to sit down and play some Forza 6.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, the big thing about that was that they had those
The
really cool
simulator.
simulator rigs
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I really want to get one of those. For
Yeah,
the
that, oh
office.
my god, we gotta get
Because
one
like
for
it's
the
the
office.
chair moves around. It has like really
They
good
have like
feedback
surround
on
sound like behind and in front of you, and then the chair like is hydraulic, I guess.
it.
and
Yeah,
it's, like,
yeah.
the
The
pivots
chair's
and stuff.
hydraulic, the like wheel and stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was pretty realistic. I wanted to do the clutch, but he was like, don't do it. Man.
I didn't do the
You
clutch.
way-
I
way
just
too
asked him. I
hard."
was like, just do the paddle shifters for me because I really enjoyed driving the paddle shifters.
yeah,
he was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
and
he was like, he talked me out of it. He was like, I was like, yeah, man, like I really want to do manual, and he was like, no, don't do it. Like,
yeah, you
he's
should
like,
have just told him to do the clutch without. I mean, the paddles without the clutch.
It's like weird though, because like compared to real life, like it's a little different than real life. Because I feel like real life you have like I don't know, you just like it feels a little different. But like that was like the closest you could get to like reality. Of
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
racing a.
I can't wait
Did you have
to-
a Ferrari?
I had a Lambo. I was in.
Yeah, and I think I had a Ferrari.
I think I was in an Aventador, but
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
well, once I wanted to, like that with an Oculus would be pretty
That would
good.
be yeah.
That'd be a pretty good experience. But then a couple of the guys got to play the new Mad Max game.
Oh, yeah, it was. It wasn't that good.
Well, what was wrong with it, Joe?
It was like what? Wait, what was
It was like an open world, and I think
because it was made by WB, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like a little laggy. You played it, right, Dan?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't play it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think from watching it, it wasn't
It was a
super
little
optimized.
laggy.
It looked
I
a
watched
little bit
a little bit of
clunky.
James playing it, or you playing
The
it.
battle
I
system
felt
was
bad though
Batman.
because I compared it to Batman, and the guy that got like upset. I was like
You
yeah,
don't do that.
I know.
Joe.
Well, I didn't know
It's
that.
the same developer.
Doesn't
I was like,
matter.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not-
the
it's
fighting,
not- it's the same
fighting is kind of
publisher.
like Batman, and he was
It's
like,
not Rocksteady doing
That's not
Mad
the same
Max.
thing.
Yeah, but
He's
Warner
like,
Brothers
the combat
did
system, you
Batman.
know, X is to is like X
was like,
and
it's
Y.
kinda like
and
Batman.
Warner
counter.
Brothers did Batman Arkham Origins.
Huh?
Warner Brothers Montreal did Batman Arkham Origins.
Okay. So, partly developed
He
by.
shouldn't have been.
But this wasn't Warner Bros. Montreal that did this, was it?
Yeah,
It was.
yeah. There was.
Was it
French-
Montreal?
there
I don't know if it was
There was
Montreal.
French dudes all over the
yep,
place.
yeah. The guy that
So
was
they're
the guy
just
was French.
Montreal
Yeah.
people.
Who
then?
else would I say that though? Like who else would be there? And he's like, the first
What
thing
if
he
it was
says is
Montreal,
like,
Paris?
he's like, you speak
I mean-
English? And I said yes. He's like, okay, because the guy before that, it was all French. And I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah, no,
what
he
the
was the
fuck?
guy. They definitely were French.
Am I in the wrong booth? Am I
Yeah.
in the
But he got picked-
international media booth right now? About to play Mad Max with like French controllers. and
Avalanche Studios is the developer.
It's
Avalanche.
it was. I mean, I don't know.
It was good, but it was like pretty glitchy. I mean, I guess like when it.
what
they're based
was,
out of Stockholm.
What was glitchy about it?
I mean, like the
Stockholm.
whole like aiming reticule, like you would like when you'd zoom in with the sniper, like and you push like left on the thumbstick, left or right on the thumbstick, it would like pivot. Like it wouldn't just be like a smooth like aim. It would just be like increments of zooming or whatever.
I get it. Yeah, I didn't actually test it out. I think what their whole demo was like you just do whatever. So if you want,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sniper, you
That's
can
what
do
he
that.
said. Like when James went up there, he's like, just do what you think will be fun. And
It's the guys who made Just Cause 2 and Just Cause 3. And
oh,
such.
that's interesting. That would explain the grapple.
Oh, did they have a grapple?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
car grapple.
The car grapple. It's not an actual
How are
grapple.
they
like-
developing 2 different games that are slated for 2015? That's pretty
don't
interesting.
know.
Oh, no, 4 different games.
Battlefront. You play Battlefront?
Yeah, Battlefront was pretty good.
I didn't get a chance to play it, but from what
Now
they,
I was definitely blown away. Like
from what they released of it, it's like it's definitely going to look good and
Yeah.
play pretty fun. But hopefully they can take
Yeah, I mean,
fan
it was
advice,
just a
implement
demo,
space
but-
battles, and then increase the amount of heroes that you
Definitely,
get to
yeah.
play as. And
But
then
yeah, we played the multiplayer one, but it was definitely really fun.
that'll
When
be
we played,
cool.
we played the Tatooine one.
Was it like Battlefield?
Pretty. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's Battlefield
pretty
with
much
Star
Battlefield,
Wars.
like skinned over. But I mean, it's definitely
Seems like
themed.
Battlefield is great at doing that. Just getting over their engine with hardline. Now it's Battlefront.
Yep.
Well, the Battlefront looks a bit more polished. I will say.
Battlefront adds
And
more than
makes
just
sense that it's $60, unlike some games that come out.
yeah, hardline.
Definitely.
So we'll see how that comes out. That's gonna be fun. They announced they showed the new trailer for the new Mass Effect. Was it Andromeda or something like that? I only saw the trailer like once or something like that.
Did they
but-
really?
Huh?
Did they really?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
New
Somebody
Mass
tweeted
Effect.
at me and asked me to bring it up on Creature Talk for Jordan because he hadn't said anything about it.
No, I saw the trailer like once, like after we got back to the hotels one of the nights, and I was like, oh, that's
They
cool.
just show like a bunch of different.
It's just a
planets.
CGI play. Yeah, it just shows different planets and stuff. Nothing
You know,
crazy.
one reason I was really stoked for the 360 was Mass Effect when they were first showing the trailers for it.
Mass Effect 2?
First
or
Mass
the first Mass Effect, yeah.
Because I was like, oh, this game looks awesome, and I got it, and it was pretty good. The second one was all right, and I just never played the third one because the series just dropped so hard for me.
Had too much. Well,
Commander Shepard, you're alive again. This time you're incarnated as a robot, part human, after you fell out of a spaceship. Like, that whole thing got to me, and I don't know. I thought this last one was the end, but I mean, they screwed up the ending of this last one, so I guess
still
it really
haven't.
wasn't the
I'm
end.
playing. I'm gonna play through that again because I still haven't gone through after they included the extra DLC to extend
The
significantly.
DLC actual ending.
I guess I wasn't like too upset at the ending, but you know they still added a bunch to apparently explain more. So I'm curious to see what that is, and I haven't played it in 3 years at this point. Whenever 3 was released, so hopefully I'll get around to that eventually. But we'll see. I mean they just kind of pretty much announced the title and kind of showed a guy that's an N7 unit. Other than that, there's nothing
has a
known
helmet.
about
So
it.
it's entity stronger than the Reapers.
Maybe
They're like the Reapers, and they're
the Reapers.
and they're
There's a
coming down.
They reap
third
Reapers.
They're like,
Reapers, huh?
oh, you guys thought the Reapers were the strongest in the
But
universe,
we're
galaxy,
the actual Reapers.
but there's
There
stronger
is-
galaxy universe Reapers.
There was a one of the DLCs in Mass Effect 3, Leviathan actually showed you the creators of the Reapers.
There you go. Great
They
stuff.
were pretty cool. They weren't mean.
They weren't mean.
No.
Oh. They were like a self-aware, high intelligence sentience that.
They weren't like they were organic. They weren't machines.
So the organics built these mean machines,
Yeah, pretty much. Built
Terminator.
these mean machines.
and now the organics are mean, and now you have to fight the organics. That
So the
built
organics come back and strike. That could happen, or maybe the organics team up. I don't know. I don't know if this is a prequel. It's probably
I
a
hope
prequel,
the
or
Geth come back, and they're stronger than ever,
they might.
just like the Flood in Halo.
It's turning to Halo level now that they're getting another
Did you
one.
poop your pants when you saw it?
What, the trailer?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't anything special. It just had Johnny Cash.
There's a man coming to town. taking
Ring of
names.
Fire.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Captain Shepard.
And down, 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 and the flames just got higher.
Hey, look, there's Rex.
And it burned, burned, burned. That ring of fire.
Yeah,
You
move
know,
on.
Johnny
The
Cash
ring of
songs
fire.
sounds like they start out as
Well, dang,
like
okay.
lullabies, but then they turn really grim really quick.
Yeah, sounds like Johnny Cash. Sounds like Johnny Cash.
I went to bed last night feeling fine. Woke up, killed a bunch of people, and set them on fire. like,
Sounds about right.
you're like, holy shit, Johnny Cash, chill.
You had talked a little bit about The Walking Dead. They had
That
the
was pretty
VR set up there for their new Walking Dead game, which is separate from their co-op survival thing. But you know,
I didn't get
Who
to
got
do
to play it? I think you didn't even get to play it, did you?
nope.
Did anyone here play it?
Yeah, I played it.
did.
Oh, you played it.
You didn't play it, Dan?
I was going to the last day, but then I didn't end up going.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
ended up making it to
The first day was
event.
me, Stephanie, James, and the next day was Aaron, Joe, and Spencer.
Yeah, that was the last day.
And then I've never been like so pretty much they had you on a like you were on a wheelchair.
Yeah, because in the game you're on a wheelchair.
You're in a
so,
wheelchair,
like,
so they put you on a wheelchair and they like push it
shake
and
it.
stuff.
They have
to-
a guy watching.
They have a guy
Yeah.
that watches it to kind of like mimic
saw pictures.
what's happening.
And then like in the game when you get the gun, like they actually bring you the
They
gun
hand
over.
you the actual like tracking gun, so that's
Yeah.
how you aim in the game when you're shooting and stuff. And then what was funny is at the end of the VR demo thing, you get left behind with no ammo. So you're sitting there shooting at trying to shoot the
Yeah,
zombies,
yeah,
and it's clicking, and a zombie grabs your
and I think that's how it ends or
ankle.
whatever.
The best part was Dex was doing it, and one of the guys actually grabbed his ankle
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
time. to immerse him more, and he screamed really loud.
He
It was
definitely
pretty
filled the
good.
diaper after that.
Did he kick somebody? Like I
I don't know if he kicked him.
He
but
yelled, though.
He
He
yelled
yelled.
and freaked out, like legitimately freaked out when he
Yeah.
got grabbed because he was very immersed. It was funny when Stephanie was doing
It
it.
was pretty embarrassing.
Were you there when it happened?
yeah.
yeah. It was pretty good.
Was it a
'Cause
high
that-
pitched scream?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah. No, it was
He
high.
Nobody was
he's
filming
like,
him?
"What
He was
the
afraid.
fuck? What the fuck? Shit." He was pretty spooked.
He was very spooked. But when Stephanie was doing it, she had never had worn VR before. So for about the first minute,
Oh, she was like-
just
she was
she was just
standing
sitting there like that, and I was like, Stephanie, look around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, we were talking to them, and they said like compared to the other VRs, you could look further back.
a
It
little
had a
bit
wider
farther.
field of view.
Yeah, like Oculus is like 180, and this was like 210, so you can like look back a little bit.
Oh, you're saying it was like peripheral. It covers more distance with your the Oculus is like this, and then theirs is like open more.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
in your
Gives
peripheral
you-
vision.
yeah,
You can still
yeah.
look.
Oh
everywhere,
yeah,
but-
okay.
But yeah.
Yep, they're doing some good. VR was definitely the focus of this year. A lot
I
of
still
VR
have
stuff.
not done anything VR related ever. I haven't.
Wow.
used the
They-
Oculus. That's what I was gonna do.
They
here,
had
like, at
the
E3, but I
Omni
didn't.
booth, and
Yeah.
then right next to it there's another VR thing. And that's when I saw Steven Spielberg. He went and checked that place out. He posted up all the security guards around the booth, and he was
Wow.
just in there talking to one of the guys.
Yeah, the day I don't go, one of my like favorite.
I almost threw
directors
something
is-
at him.
Did you really?
No, I didn't.
Should have. Watch
One
out!
day.
Watch
I mean,
out!
James Gunn was there and Steven Spielberg were there
Kanye.
the day I
Kanye
didn't go.
West
was
I
there
don't care
too,
about
man.
Kanye.
Kanye.
no
was
one
there.
cares about
He was
Kanye.
No,
He was
Kanye
playing
was
Halo.
there.
He was playing
not that
Street
day, though.
Fighter.
He's playing Halo too.
Was he?
That's
Halo
how
too?
Spencer
Halo
couldn't go
2?
to that
Halo 2
that
5.
booth.
Yeah, because we were gonna
Kanye's
go. We
private
were like,
party.
yeah, that was the one we couldn't do.
Was Kim there?
Who?
Why would
His
she be
wife,
there?
Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian,
Oh, I forgot they were married.
and their son Northwest.
Thought it was a daughter.
Yep, they were all there.
Was it? I thought
Playing
it was
Halo.
a daughter. Is it a son?
No, it's a son.
It's
His
a
name's
son?
North.
Thought it was a
This
daughter.
could be a girl's name too. The son of the baby picture.
Is it a son or a daughter?
Daughter.
They know
Chad
What?
always knows.
what they say.
What are you doing?
That wasn't
Joe?
even me.
I googled Kanye West's son, and the first thing that comes up is Kanye West still blames himself for his mother's death.
I mean, he had the whole video game made about her and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on right now. Is this TMZ?
It is a daughter, I guess.
What are they talking about?
I was wrong.
Daughter.
Daughter.
It's a
So the
girl.
daughter's name
Take
is
that,
Nora?
Dan.
Daughter.
Take that, Dan.
See, I wouldn't have known that, but I remember the baby pictures. She looked like a girl. Like
Yeah.
they dressed her like a girl. So
I
I
was
was
wrong.
confused.
Dan, you're
I was
wrong.
wrong.
I hope you're happy that you were wrong.
I didn't
But-
get to see Steven do Spielberg.
The other one was we played from Ubisoft was For Honor.
That's the one I've played that's on that list.
Oh, there you go, Dan.
There you go, Dan.
For Honor, which is like it's kind of like a
Medieval.
chivalry-ish setup, where you're playing as like some high-ranking guys that go in. It's like a battlefield, so there's
Can
a
either
bunch
be
of
Vikings,
grunts.
samurais, or knights.
Or knights, yeah. So we played knights, and we ran in, and there's just a bunch of grunts there, and you could slice through the grunts, and then when it came to
Who's on
actually
what
fighting,
team? Who was on what team
Our
when we
team
did it?
did not win.
I
No.
I wasn't a
Hold on.
losing team.
I want to know who was on. Was he on your team?
Yeah.
So Jordan and I were on our. We won.
yeah, we won.
So we did we had our entire group there, and it was 5v5, right? Or 4v4?
It was 4v4, and
Okay.
they split us up. So
Yeah.
it was me. Wait, no.
Yeah, it was me, you. I was on the winning team.
Who all was there? Because I remember Dex, James,
James was on my team.
Yeah.
with
Spencer was on
Joe.
mine.
Spencer, Joe, me, you.
Maybe it was me, you, Aaron.
Maybe it was
and
12
Spencer.
v. I mean, maybe it was 12v12, and we
No.
had or
No, we
What?
had
6v6.
No.
And we had 3 on each
Jordan,
side.
we
Didn't
had
even have
10
that many
people.
people.
Or yeah, we only had 10 people, Jordan.
But no, there's people behind us too that weren't us.
But they weren't even in the game, Jordan.
Yes, they were. They were.
Jordan,
It was only us in there.
Jordan.
It was only us.
are you high?
I don't remember like
Do you not
what was
remember
going
playing
on.
this game? How many enemies did you see on your screen?
No, it was
and how
definitely
many people were
4v4.
next to you?
He's saying it's 4.
Yes.
Yeah, because
I thought it was 5.
No,
No.
because 2 people didn't play,
Right.
and it was
Yeah, it was
I think
2 and
Stephanie,
2. It was
Stephanie
4v2.
did play.
It was
and then-
4v4 because it was
And
us
Joe.
2,
And Joe
our
didn't
guy,
play.
and then you 2 and your guy. And
So
they're
it
just
was-
there to help us.
So it was probably
Because the one guy per team.
Jordan.
It was
It was
you-
you, Dan.
No, I remember what the
Aaron,
teams
and
were.
Dex,
Dex.
and then you, me, Spencer,
Spencer,
and
and
James.
James.
Yeah,
Spencer was on your guys' team?
Yeah.
yeah.
Who was my partner then? Aaron?
Dex.
I was with
Dex.
Aaron.
It might have been Dex.
You were
yeah,
with
it was
Dex.
Dex.
Oh yeah.
No, it was Dex because like he was saying stuff to our instructor guy while we were playing. Because at first, when we were doing the tutorial area, we'd be going through and it was just us three, and you guys had your own guy. And then eventually they opened it up so we could all hear each other. And the guy was saying like their families couldn't eat that night if they didn't win the most matches or something like that.
Yeah,
So
something
Wow.
like
we
that.
promised them.
They put a lot of pressure on us.
We promised them that we would
Yeah, they
win, and we
didn't-
did.
put a darn
They were
lot of
good.
pressure
They were
on
good
us.
instructors, though. They were like, "Okay, you should go up there.
Yeah,
you should go up
our
there."
guys weren't even talking, right? They were like,
Mine was just telling me how bad I was doing.
Oh, really?
Well, he's just like, he's like, there's like 3 guys in there. You shouldn't go in there. And I'm like, I can do it. And I go
This
and
guy-
just get my ass.
This
beat.
guy
was
was.
upset.
I was
He
getting
was
just.
upset.
He was like, Defender 1, that was an amazing kill. Defender 1, awesome kill.
Good job,
Defender
good
1,
job.
good job. Good capture
That's
right
your
there.
game.
There's 2 on that point. You can't let that happen. Go to that point.
It was like wait for Defender 2 to come, and then Dan
Yeah,
would
exactly,
run up,
yeah.
and then I was like, "Yeah, let's
They
do
had-
it."
they
Then
had
you charge
great
in, and
strats.
like, man, we were well taken care
There
of.
was not a strats in our team. From
nope,
what I remember.
not at all.
They were saying they had the most victories.
How did we
though.
win with Dex?
We came pretty close to losing at one point. It got down to
we
the wire
we
at
were
the
winning
end.
at one point, but then like 2/3 of the match, you guys.
I
were
did pretty horribly. I kept trying to do my own solo ventures where I try to like backdoor cap your guys and stuff, and you always bum rush me. And then these dudes would just be doing whatever. Like I yelled at James at one point because he was just in the middle of fighting like NPCs. I was just like, capture that point. What the?
Yeah,
He's like,
he
"Yeah."
just kept he got caught up like slicing through those guys because it's super satisfying. Just
After
destroying
all that,
them.
I think I only had like 5 kills. Like after the whole match.
I think I had 17.
Yeah, I didn't do too good.
I like the
I had a
block
lot of
attack
kills.
system where you like pick a corner. Or pick a
Well, yeah,
position.
that's what I told Dex is like the new norm with fighting and stuff like that because that's what Mountain Blade system is like. It's like a
Pick a
I
direction.
think there's 4 directions with Mountain Blade. There's left, right, up, and then thrust as well. So it's kind of like that where it's like you choose to defend where they're attacking and you get like a split second to switch if they're doing it and stuff. It's pretty cool.
It was a pretty fun game, though. I mean,
Yeah.
even though we didn't win,
Yeah, I
it
had
was pretty fun.
I can't wait till the Viking. I get to try the Viking side of it. Viking side of
Jordan's
it.
favorite.
I like the Vikings.
Mm.
Any other games?
What about
Doom.
Oh yeah,
Did you play it?
No, but
No.
they revealed it and we haven't
Oh.
talked about it. Looks
Who cares
amazing.
about Doom?
All right, next topic.
It looks
Gears of
pretty
War.
good.
Dan.
Gears of War. We played.
we
Gears
played
of War.
that.
He said that was one of the best matches he saw that day.
What?
The guy when
You
we
guys
left.
played the new Gears of War?
Yeah,
Okay.
He
Or
said
was it? So it was the because we played the remastered one.
yeah, that's what we played.
Didn't you guys go in the
Remastered,
morning
it was
though,
the
and you're like
remastered,
the only
like-
ones there the
Huh?
first time?
So you didn't play Gears 4?
No,
It was
Okay.
after that.
Oh, it was after that.
Yeah.
What?
It was when like he was asking if we played it before.
I tried the
it
new,
opened up.
new
No.
controllers.
we played it towards
Yeah.
the end of the day. It
It's
was like one of the
horrible.
last things.
They'd be really cool for racing games.
Yeah.
Like I like it for racing because then I could use my paddle
Shifter
shifters.
on it,
but other than that, it'd be kind of hard to get used to for actual shooters.
I didn't know what those were for, so I didn't use them.
I was saying like that's already been a thing. Like those shifters in the back, like modded communities have already done that with their controllers. That's
Yeah,
nothing
that's-
new.
well, they're not-
That's been around for years.
They're trying to cash in on it.
and they're just like, well, now it's official because Xbox
Yeah.
did it. And it's like, all right, that's great, but like, I mean, the D-pad's kind of newish, I guess. And
I like the thumbsticks are like you
Those-
can get like higher one's
yeah,
higher.
those
upper.
have already been a thing. Like they
Yeah.
have like the
The
thumbstick
extenders.
adjusters that came
Yeah.
out for Call of Duty. Half the stuff came out for Call of Duty, honestly, just to enhance your game so you're a little
Yeah.
bit faster than your.
You have
like,
that
competitors.
slight edge on people.
So it kind of annoys me that they kind of just.
I just buy a lag
The thing
switch
is,
and
like,
don't care.
they're not even like macro binds. Like they're not. You can't bind them to something else. They're just like, okay, instead of X here, now X is back there.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right. So all you're doing is just you're remapping
Just-
it.
Yeah.
switch it.
That's
Well,
again-
you're just like switching it. You're not even remapping it.
Right. So it's just like the modding stuff. Like that's exactly what they do. They just take whatever was in the front and they moved it to the back. So it's like didn't really get like enhanced anything. I guess the only cool thing is like you have the 2 different modes where like
the trigger.
well you can have one preset and then 2
Oh,
could be a
yeah,
different
yeah,
preset.
yeah.
So you can
I like
change
how
it
the
between games.
triggers too. You can like switch the trigger so you could like pull it in a little less to like activate it or whatever. So
They
like a
used to-
shooting game, you could like
in,
shoot
in
faster.
Call of Duty, they used to have those things where they
Oh,
would
I
put
never-
it, so you'd hit the maximum.
Yeah,
trigger,
yeah,
so you
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
put it down all the way. You just hit it where it's like maximum, so
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
stop it. You know,
Oh yeah, the stoppers. So
Yeah.
you didn't have to go down all the way for that.
right? Well, it stop you from going down.
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
saves you the extra second of
The
pushing down all the
extra
way.
millisecond of pushing. it all
Anything
the
that
way.
saves the extra milliseconds.
No, I remember that grind where people would just find any way they could just get that split second.
It's gonna be pretty
advantage.
pricey. I was asking them how much it'd be. They said like 150
Oh,
or two. Oh no, was it like 150 or 200?
they couldn't be 200
for the controller.
That,
Yeah, yeah.
They couldn't do
I,
200.
I'm
alright.
pretty sure it was 150.
Yeah, that's
150
yeah.
sounds like a little bit more
Yeah.
realistic, but at the same time still expensive.
Yeah,
because
I was
like a
holy
normal
crap,
controller is $60.
150.
Yeah, I'm all set on a $150 controller. Like, I don't
crazy.
see. It doesn't seem like something that would be necessary for me to get. Like, I can't see myself being like, I'm gonna spend 150 for this, and you know, like, am I gonna have to like keep it in a safe or something? So it doesn't break?
Yeah, it's
Like,
pre-
They have a lock on it.
but you know, maybe it'll go down to like 99.
it probably will. Give it like
We'll see what the release price is.
Christmas or-
Was there any
Actually,
other
no, it's coming out.
games there?
Fallout, but
Fallout, Doom was announced. Fallout was.
I'm really pumped
more so
for
showed.
the rare replay.
So you played are they like retro games and stuff?
Yeah, like Perfect Dark, Conquer.
Yeah, they made a bunch of games
Banjo Kazooie, like,
backwards
all those
compatible
games,
now.
like,
Yep.
on the N64,
Which is pretty
that
cool.
I grew up with.
Yeah, I mean they.
I like how they're actually taking advice and doing stuff they should have done on launch. Because if you remember back to launch,
Always
launch
cracks
was
me up, dude.
launch was
Like-
like you're gonna be able to watch TV on your Xbox.
Great.
And then now they're
Xbox
like,
off.
okay, we're going to be doing backwards compatibility. We're actually getting a bunch of games out for it now, and it's actually taking a turn for the better. I like it. They were all about games this year, and I'd say they had a really good majority of good games out.
They were
to
about
play.
games this year.
Yep.
They were.
They didn't
The way
really
it
have
should
much.
be.
Aaron and I, we went there. We were looking for a bunch of swag, but there wasn't that much.
yeah, E3 isn't a really big
Swag is
You're
well. I
trying
remember
to-
the first year of
I mean,
E3,
shirts
we got a
sometimes,
good
but-
Yeah.
chunk.
I got a Batman shirt. So
Oh yeah, we did. I did get a Batman shirt.
This E3 definitely felt a lot more lackluster as far as how much like all these companies were putting into the event. Because there's a lot of sections that were like there used to be like smaller indie devs and like stuff. Now it's all just like chill space where they just set up a bunch of couches and plants and stuff.
The indie devs are probably all in like the business section or whatever. Isn't there like an off?
Yeah, no, they have some other spots, but like last year or the year before where there was a lot of booths.
No, I remember what you're talking
were
about.
just not there anymore.
I remember that. I thought this year was like game wise better for me because like usually there's only one or two games that I'm really excited for that had like Batman and Splinter Cell at previous years and stuff like that. But this year they had like Doom, Fallout, other
Gears of War.
games. No, I'm just saying. Doom, Fallout, Batman, Gears of War. It was kind of weird playing Batman, even knowing I'd like a week later I'd be playing it again, like actual launch. But
But at the time, it wasn't weird.
it wasn't weird. It was just the idea of it was weird. But playing, it ran better on like it gets low framing when I'm in the Batmobile. It ran a lot better at the event.
Speaking
But that
of
was playing on the running on
Batman.
PS4.
What
so-
happened, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of
Oh,
Batman.
transition into Batman.
I'm excited for the Division.
Yeah.
And back to E3.
The Division was fun, and
You got to
you
play
actually
it.
got to play it
me
finally.
and James got to
Was
play
that
it.
the Tom Clancy one?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah. Spencer and I played that.
So it's obviously been delayed like 3 times. I think I even said that to one of the PR dudes.
Yeah,
I
and
made
you
that
didn't think
mistake.
about it at the time.
I
either.
didn't. But the thing is, I said it not as like a person that's there to like check out the game as like a writer or a journalist or something, like trying to make like an article. It was more so like me as a fan. I was like, it's delayed again. I did like the whole fan thing where like, you guys are delaying it again.
Yeah.
And I caught myself and I'm like, oh shit. Cause he's like, yeah, thanks for that. He laughed it off and probably, didn't think much of it
Cried
after
himself
that.
to sleep
But
that night.
but I was just like, oh man, because I got to play it, and me and James, it was pretty much like they put you in, and there's like 2 other teams of 2s, and there's
Yeah.
like a middle zone, and it's like the red zone, or they call it some other zone, but the idea is like there's gear, so you run around collecting loot, which is like guns and stuff, and you put them in your like contaminate backpack. And after that, what you can do is you run to an area, like an evac area, and you set up a flare, and you wait a minute and 30 seconds, and the rope comes down, and you tie your gear up, and then you keep the gear. So whatever gear you find, you can put it.
Cash it.
Yeah. The problem, though, is like other people can see you do that, and they can run over and they can fuck with you and steal the gear. So what it comes down to is you have 3 teams of 2s all trying to collect gear and all trying to screw each other over.
Dude,
We didn't do that at first because there's NPCs.
Oh, you guys didn't do it right away? Because right away, I was like, dude, we got to kill these other guys. Like, even though you're not supposed to. Like, well, the guy was like,
Well, it's not. You're not
he was like, oh,
you're not
you
supposed
can,
to.
you can or you can't. And we did right away, and he got kind of upset because like he probably wanted us to do the objective or whatever. We were just like, no, we got to kill him. And we just kept killing and then we.
He was probably like, yes, that's
Yeah.
funny.
No, I
He's
mean.
foreign apparently.
Yes,
Yep.
very.
Oh, yes.
Fine.
Okay. No, but
Very
seriously,
fine.
guys.
Objective, yes.
Okay, but seriously, there's objective. Okay. Yes. You get like abilities and stuff, so you can use like a radar and like a machine gun. But at the end, during me and James' demo, we just kept killing those people the whole time, and they would run back and collect more gear, and we'd sit there and wait, and then kill them again. So they had no fun, and me and him realized that like this game was gonna be that. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be people because you're not hostile right away, but you can be towards other people.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can work together. But then the second you start shooting them, like it's
Yeah.
over after that, and then everyone else sees you shooting at each other, and they run in shooting at you.
You get. I think if you
It's
kill
just, like,
them,
a
you get
huge
like marked.
clusterfuck.
You get like marked as like an enemy.
So yeah, you get marked, and if they kill you, eventually they collect the bounty and
Yeah.
stuff. So it kind of works both ways, but
Sounds like Red Dead.
It's-
That's what happened in Red Dead.
Yeah.
You'd eventually become wanted, and then they would,
Yeah.
like whoever killed them would get money.
yeah. So I feel like the game is just gonna be a giant clusterfuck like that. And if you have like a party of like 6 people, you can just like run in, and if someone's like, I got like a gun, I want to get my gun, and then 6 people just come in and shoot you down. That's the end of that deal. Like you better have some friends if you want to play that game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna get wrecked pretty hardcore. And it's just gonna be like, no matter how you pitch it, in a game that has like that apocalyptic work together, but you can kill each other, feel like DayZ, or it never ends well. People
Yeah.
always are gonna kill each
Yep.
other, no matter what the circumstances. So
There's no human
Yep.
element in
There-
there.
they're never. Well, I mean, even what is the human element though? Like, I want what he has, and I'm stronger than him right now, so I will kill him and take it.
But
So-
everyone's like that when
Yeah.
they get the chance. When there's that element of I would like to be a little bit more conscientious about what I'm doing so that it doesn't screw me over in the future, then it turns into, friendly people helping each other.
Yeah, but
But
Yeah.
either way, yeah, there's still going to be people like that no matter what.
so I want to see what. I don't even know what launch is going to be like. Ubisoft launches are always,
Speaking of launches
lunch.
and launches,
Mm.
Batman Arkham Knight.
So launch day, I had pre-ordered it on the PC. Got my season pass. I was all
I didn't
set.
play it.
Really excited. I was going to start recording. And I woke up and was on the toilet taking a shit. And I was scrolling through my Twitter.
What kind of shit was it? Was it a?
It was a so-so. It was like one of those
Was
launches.
it a ghost poopy?
It's a ghost poopy.
Where you poop, but you don't
poop
realize
and you look down
and
there's
it's
nothing
gone.
down there.
it went,
You're like-
it went out the thing.
I think that's when you have like
Where?
a nerve like obstructure
so you
in your
think-
back, and you can't feel the lower half of your
Well, no,
body.
I've had it before where it just disappears.
Yeah,
like,
you're
it's
like,
just-
where
you're
is
like,
it going?
oh,
Oh,
you
that's
did
what you
shit.
mean.
Did the
Oh.
poop
You did
go?
shit.
I thought he meant like you
Go.
didn't know you shit. And I was like, that,
You felt like you shit something, but there was nothing there. But
no,
no,
like you just didn't know you
Yeah.
shit. Like you looked down and like, oh, I shat. I didn't even realize.
No,
no,
he's
no.
talking about the one that you poop and it
and
just
it
goes,
goes, like the suction in the toilet already takes it by the time you.
or it's just
look.
it's such velocity and perfect trajectory that it just.
Well, anyway,
Back-to-back shit.
I could describe the launch as a ghost poop.
There you go.
But,
There you go.
I was scrolling through and I was seeing people talking about the PC version being garbage, crashing, being glitchy, being low framey during cutscenes and stuff like that. And so I tweeted out and was like, should I what does everybody who is actually playing it outside of the people I follow think of it? And a lot of people were saying the same thing, glitchy and all that stuff. So I ended up picking up a copy for the Xbox One, luckily, and recorded it that way. But it was just a fiasco. I saw Sefton Hill, the creative director, saying, we are taking it very seriously. We're gonna blah blah blah. Apparently, Rocksteady didn't develop the port. It was another company that they outsourced it to. So they were developing it for the console, and it was ported over to the PC. I never had the only one that I hadn't played on console first was, and that I went straight into recording day of launch, was Arkham Origins, and that game was fine. Like, there weren't any issues with Arkham Origins for the launch. So I was surprised that the port for this was so terrible. But I guess if you're doing next gen, it's a lot of different things. But a lot of people are saying even then it's kind of dumbed down for the PC comparative to the console version.
So they didn't
That's
do
been
because
a thing, though.
it's been an issue.
Where, like, shaders were missing and stuff
when
like
they
that.
do.
That was with like Watch Dogs that I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
But just in
No,
general,
somebody
PC
was
ports
talking to me.
lately have
Maybe-
been really
maybe it was
terrible.
James.
Because the thing with that is when they do a Xbox port, the optimization I'm assuming is different for the graphics in an Xbox comparative to a PC. So when they port it over, unless they are really in depth with making sure the optimization is up to par with all these different graphics cards and processors, then it's just going to be garbage because that's.
Total Biscuit actually did a video on the optimization of it for PC, and like some of the higher graphic settings that he would put on it actually made the game run worse. So it was really weird the way it worked out. Like, he had like SLI settings on it, which made the game run choppier.
Yeah,
than
it's
without
sometimes
it.
they won't do SLI because it's such a smaller majority of gamers. They won't.
But even
just optimize
even like
for
someone
SLI.
like with his PC, I think he had like a Titan X. Like, he had a hard time running it on
Yeah.
some settings. So it's like, I don't
Yeah,
know
that's sometimes that happens.
Their
like, it'll-
optimizations they did from new console to PC has been really jacked up, just in general. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they messed around with it so much to lock it at like a setting on console that when they port it over to PC, like, they just can never get it to like function right anymore. Because
Yeah.
now you're like uncapping it, and now you have like unlimited frames, but then you have everything else going on at the same time. So I don't know. I hope that games can seamlessly transition over, because I bought it for the PS4 to play it. But when I looked at the PC, I was just like, I just want to see like the reviews. It was just like, I've never seen red reviews for like a AAA game before.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. And Warner Brothers actually took it off of Steam.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
took it off.
Wow.
They took it off
they,
of Steam.
They pulled it PC altogether.
You could refund it though.
Yeah.
I think Spencer said he refunded.
Steam, you can refund it. You can take it back to GameStop or wherever you pre-ordered it and all that jazz. But yeah, I think they took it off Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was a few
They
days
took
ago.
it pretty quickly. So now there's no, as far as I know.
Till they get it
again,
fixed,
I
it's
think
not coming
Sefton
back
Hill
for
was saying
PC.
like everybody at Rocksteady is working really hard on trying to get it fixed.
The
And
hat fell off.
Steam currently it says like available fall 2015 so on Steam.
Wow.
That's when it's coming out.
I still have it for the PC. I haven't refunded it, so I'm just holding on to it for when it eventually does get fixed, and hopefully it gets fixed. But
Was The Witcher 3 fine for PC on launch?
It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't
My
like
laptop had kind
it
of
wasn't
a harder
unplayable.
time running it.
It wasn't
surprisingly.
unplayable, but it was at the point where you had to be careful or it would run kind of iffy. They've since then optimized it, and it's running really well. But there was a little bit of iffiness in some of the optimizations.
Yeah.
But it wasn't game breaking or just unplayable.
Yeah.
It was just
You know, something that got pulled but then released is The Last Guardian.
Last Guardian. When was that?
That's the Shadow of Colossus kind of developers title that was like, there was like teasers of it shown like 3 or 4 or something years ago for an E3, and it was like this kid, and there's like this giant
remember that.
like
Yeah.
bat rat thing, dog thing.
Oh,
And then like people were pretty stoked for that because it looked really cool.
wasn't it at E3 this year?
Yes.
I thought I saw some footage of it.
They now are they talked about how they weren't gonna
formally reintroduced.
right. They talked about how they canned it pretty much, like it's never gonna happen. And this year they just out of the blue are like, just kidding.
No, I
Like,
remember
Here
them
it
announcing
is.
that, and
Yeah.
it was like canceled.
Yeah, some people brought it up in chat, and I just I saw a little bit of gameplay of it that they showed, and I think most people have. It looks pretty cool. It looks really beautiful, like the whole concept of it. It's pretty much like you're trying to traverse like the valleys and stuff, and this thing's like jumping over like a bridge, and you're grabbing on its tail while it's like moving. So it's really cool, and I think
Again,
again
on the PS4.
if If you played anything like
That giant, like,
Yeah.
it's hard to see, but giant, like, cat dog thing.
Good.
so you
Good
control
puppy.
the person
Good
pretty
little
much,
one.
Yeah.
and you're following it and it's trying to help you, and it's pretty cool. So
Looks cool.
it's cool
I
that
remember
they
seeing
just
some footage of it.
randomly,
Yeah, I remember
like,
when they announced it.
randomly like,
pretty cool.
yeah, it's back out now, guys. We were just kidding about the whole thing.
Just kidding, guys.
Just kidding, guys.
Anyway, Arkham Knight. So far, I mean, on the console, it runs fine. I've had it freeze a couple times, but nothing, like, too crazy. It's just when, it happened 2 different instances. Maybe it's just too intensive, or maybe it's just my Xbox has been tossed around too much around this office. But it's been really great so far. I'm about 12 and a half hours in, and I think almost 50% with the game. I mean, and main story-wise, I don't know how far I am, but, like, just total, I'm at, I think, at, like, 40-something. Side missions are kind of eh. I think Two-Face got super shafted. His thing is literally he's robbing a, like, his guys are robbing a bank and you have to clear it out. And then the last mission, you
kill him.
I did a silent takedown on him. And while there were still other enemies left. Like, Two-Face is just wandering around with everybody else like a regular enemy. And then I just popped up behind him and went and, like, choked him out and put him on the ground. Then I threw him in a cell. And that's Two-Face's
But
story.
old Batman
Like,
learned that if he kills his enemies, they won't come back.
well, it's dealt with a little bit in the game so far.
Because every single time, they always come back.
Exactly
and
what
it'd be
Two-Face does to him.
simple if he just...
It would be.
You know it. I know it.
When I threw him
Gotham
in the cell.
knows
I mean,
it.
that they tackled that at the end of Arkham City, and I mean,
Like, Batman doesn't even have to do it. Like, they can kill them other ways, and other people can kill them.
Like,
did you play Arkham City?
Yeah.
You know what's
Okay.
gonna happen is, Christ, what's his face? The detective. I totally forgot.
Gordon.
About Gordon. He's just gonna, like, lose his daughter, and then he's just gonna kill villains.
He's
Batman just
gonna-
bring him in. He'll just, like, silently execute them behind a closed door. Batman will be like, where's Ivy? It's like, I don't know, Gordon. Where is she? It's like, okay. Just kill all.
Then he
enemies.
starts. Then Gordon becomes a supervillain.
No, but then, they got, like, a history, and then he becomes, like, the new Joker, where, like, Batman can't kill him. And then Gordon's like,
And then
"Yo,
Gordon-
Batman
villain.
can't kill anybody.
yeah,
Doesn't
that's
matter
true.
with the Joker.
Gordon Ramsay.
Anyway,
Batman.
I'm not looking at the
Gordon
chat
Ramsay.
just in case of spoilers.
Fucking
and stuff.
raw.
You're right.
Well, there's a
But
spoiler right there.
there really is nothing. The people are just talking about Ghost Recon right now because the Wildlands.
Oh,
thing-
that trailer looks really cool.
Yeah, that's like mix of like Tom Clancy with like Ghost Recon. Well, Ghost Recon was already like this tactical, stealthy, like
Oh, the open world one?
I was just saying it looks like a 4-player co-op Far Cry.
Yeah, that's what a lot
Yeah.
of people have said.
I mean, but it looks good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I like that you can take-
very different from what I've played, where like Ghost Recon was like super futuresque, and you have these like future soldiers that are like doing these like high profile missions and stuff. This one seems like they took it back
Oh,
a few years.
Is that the one where
and-
they go all over the world or whatever? In
Yeah,
the trailer? Yeah. Look
Well,
pretty good, though.
Oh, over that island or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, the vicinity. Oh, I thought you meant the game. And in the Ghost Recon series, they go like from the desert to like the city and all
Yeah.
that shit. So yeah, I mean, it looked pretty cool from the trailer. We didn't get to
No,
actually
looked
go
neat.
inside and see it, but
Yeah.
it seems like it'll be a pretty cool game, depending on how it's done. Because it seemed like it was like very stealth-like, and it's like Chaos Theory with 4 people, and that might not go over too well, I don't think. But you'll see, because it again looked really cool, like looked really good, as in like the graphics and stuff. So I
Does look
guess you have to find out. Dark Souls 3 was also, what do you call it? Teased, trailerized.
You
and-
couldn't play it there, right?
No.
They just have that giant
When you walked
thing.
in, there was like...
Oh, yeah, they had
I
a-
think
they
they
had
had.
a
I think they had
display.
gameplay
Did they have gameplay?
for
On a screen.
yeah for like the screen where they showed off some of the stuff, because I think somebody was telling me about the there's different like mechanics and stuff you can do in the game. So clearly they must have shown something, but none of us were able to see
Yeah.
anything. We didn't
No,
actually
that's it.
tackle any of like the Konami or Bandai booths. Usually we don't, like
I walked
Capcom
through
stuff
the
like
Nintendo
that.
booth to go get food.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything at the Nintendo booth.
we just don't like the Eastern developers like Nintendo. No, we just, I don't know. I think Dex.
No,
like,
I think the other
Dex
guys
did
did
it.
Nintendo.
Dex and
like
Spencer did Nintendo.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, the other
guys were
guys
super
did.
interested. I think Mario Maker.
Yeah, we played
the
that.
idea
The
of it
first
sounds
day
good.
we
I haven't
played
seen
that.
anything on it
See,
yet.
some of those things, like I got there and I didn't realize that they were like a thing. like the first thing you see when you walked into E3 was like the Dark Souls like setup, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck, they have that here? Because this year we actually did appointments, and like from the cards, it was like, obviously I'm gonna go see Ubisoft and Sony,
Oh,
Microsoft.
yeah, it was kind of tough to make meetings when you don't know what's going to
They,
happen.
yeah, because you have to make the appointments early on, and they don't always announce it till like the day before. So
Yeah.
and then everything booked up already.
So you have to,
kind of
you
like,
think will have games
Yeah.
Okay,
that you
I
like.
think
They
this-
might have games, or something like Activision, where they had Call of Duty, like the Black Ops multiplayer or whatever, the new one, and the new Destiny
Skylanders.
expansion.
and
And
Skylanders.
Skylanders. So it's like if I
Those
want
are
to go
the
see
three
that,
big
then you'd be like,
games.
well, I don't want Skylanders. I don't really play Destiny. And Black Ops 3 multiplayer, like, what am I going to do with that? So if you get an appointment for that, you're kind of screwed with other appointments because you don't fill,
I had
time
seen
slots
someone
in.
say, I can't remember who it was, someone on Twitter had said, after years of going to E3, my advice to you is wait until they announce games and then make the bookings count and like pick the few games that you really want to
People
see.
book up way
Yeah,
in
yeah, I
advance.
know, there's
It's
sometimes you
it's
can't
like trying to
even
get a
get to it.
hotel
Predict it.
room and then
Yep.
being like, I'll wait till the last day when I find out where this venue is before I book the hotel so I
And
can
then
be right
everything's
next to
booked.
it.
It'd be super
And then
wrecked.
everything's booked.
Um,
Yep.
you
I'm
know,
just happy to see what we got to see, honestly.
That's true.
You know.
Like, because I put Warner Brothers down. Well, I mean, they did have a list of games, but I just said Warner Brothers, whatever, because I wanted to do Batman. But Lego Dimensions.
Oh,
was
yeah,
actually,
yeah, we did- I
Lego
forgot about
Dimensions
that.
was really cool. I like the idea of it.
It's
like
that's kind of
Skylanders.
like their Skylanders
It's
thing,
like their
is where they'll
Skylanders
have
amiibo thing, but like
Yeah.
the platform you actually like.
And then you build it in
Affect
real
stuff.
life, and then it like in the game.
You actually play with Legos while
yeah, it's like build
doing
this.
it. It's really neat. I like the idea of it. Plus, it has like a billion different licenses, like The Simpsons and Wizard
yeah,
of
they
Oz,
have
Back to the
a lot of
Future.
Lord of the
licenses.
Rings, Back to the Future, Batman, the Lego movie.
Marvel.
It's funny because they have
Or no, wait, no, they just had DC, didn't they?
currently.
Yeah.
Spencer asked, and he was like, "Well, we haven't announced anything at this time, but there may be announcements down the road." But because the group that we played as, it was the three main characters are Gandalf, Wildstar,
Gandalf.
from the Lego movie, and Batman.
Gandalf.
And I thought it was funny because the Lego movie, Morgan Freeman's character, originally when they were doing it, was supposed to be Gandalf, but they couldn't get the rights worked out, so it became just their own character they made up. But I thought it was funny now you actually get to play with Gandalf in there. And it was interesting mix with all of them, because eventually we added Scooby-Doo, and they had Portal there, so you could have
Oh,
Chell
yeah,
in
yeah.
there. And it's weird seeing Gandalf drive the Mystery Machine. It's really weird. The gang, Joe! Look, it's the gang!
Oh yeah, the gang.
We saw the gang
The
on our
real
road trip.
gang.
Anyway, Batman is cool.
But ports are not.
Ports are not.
Ports are
And
not.
You know something? Love wins.
Love does win.
Love
I
wins.
was gonna say that's not on the list, but I thought
Love,
that was,
because love has won.
love
in,
has won.
in America
In,
currently.
in America.
That's what's going on. Maybe in Russia 20 years from now, but right now in America.
Well, Russia is 20 years behind us.
Look at
I've
that.
heard.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Look
far-
at that.
Take
I
that,
think they're more
Cold
like
War.
30 years, but
30. Oh, coming from a Russian himself.
Kovic was saying that he played Arkham Knight on the PC for like 10 hours, didn't have any issues.
Well, that's the thing. He probably had the graphics card and CPU that they used to port to.
I think he got to a point where he did start getting issues.
And
but
then, so they
wow.
ported to that, and then it's
they
like, oh,
patched
hey,
in
this
some
works just
problems
fine.
for his PC.
Yeah. There's a
But-
good chance they did.
I'm glad I dodged a bullet and got the Xbox One console.
Well, good Creech talk.
I think we should mention Alex was in contention for a major Hollywood film. He threw himself in contention.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I
no.
forgot about that. one.
Spider-Man.
Thank you, Joe. Trying to tease a little bit. I mean, I there was a drawing I did, some concept art that we sent off to Marvel. Alex sent his resume.
And then we used the Creech talk footage for an audition tape.
Oh yeah, the one where you were like and jumped on the table and stuff.
How could they not?
But they didn't end up going with you for Spider-Man.
You know something? I'm not saying people should do it. I'm not saying, but if you think that I was a better contender, and I'm not saying that you should go do anything, but I'm just saying that if you think I am, do what you feel you should do to convince, the producers of the new Spider-Man movie that
you should be the Spider-Man.
So
I'm not-
yeah, but
go to
Alex,
the
instead of-
studio.
if you look at the kid playing Spider-Man, though, I mean, he's clearly copying your look. I mean, look at you. Look at you two. That is you, Alex. I can't
Alex.
believe they probably said.
I mean-
they probably said, okay, Here's the thing. They
Who
probably
is
look
that
at him and
kid?
they're like, this kid's cheaper. You know, this kid Alex is asking for a lot.
I wasn't even asking for that much. I think I was just asking for a copy of the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
pretty.
when-
That's pretty
when it's
good
done.
terms right there. I don't know why would they
I-
refuse that.
Everybody at Marvel's kind of. Maybe it's because it's Marvel and Sony.
what I mean?
Maybe it's Sony tossed off the
Hey,
deal.
I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, you guys,
What's
I mean,
going-
he's copying your look.
What's
hardcore.
going on? Uncle Ben, no.
Look at his eyebrow right there. Maybe he has a scar or something, but his eyebrows are a little messed
What's
up right
that?
there. He has a
That's
he
a
has
mole.
he has a mole on his
Maybe
chin.
that's why, because I don't have a mole.
Never
Maybe
saw
that
that
was
before.
it.
For someone that has a mole, so like could appeal to a far.
Christian Bale had a mole. He has one like right. If once you see it, you can never unsee it. By
What
the
kind
way.
of Spider-Man wears a suit and tie? What is this? What is this? Was this the prom
That's not
prom day
realistic.
comic?
Look at that suit though. It's graphite. That's not even a black
the
suit.
green goblet poisons and spikes the punch at the high school prom, and Spider-Man gets his powers reversed for a day. Is it that
Absolutely.
comic episode? Again, I'm not
Unbelievable.
saying anyone should do anything. I'm not saying you
like
should
start
go.
a petition or anything.
I'm not saying you
But
should
you
start
should.
a petition or you should go and contact the producers. I'm not saying you should do that, but if you feel
Look at Christian Bale's
If-
mole.
if you feel that I
Oh,
should
never
have,
unsee
should have
it.
been the Spider-Man, then do what you got to do. Really, at the end.
How could you not see that in
at the
Batman?
end of the day.
He has it all the time. You
Is
know,
every
Tom
shot from the other angle.
You know, Tom Hardy has a messed up pinky. It's bent all the time. He can never unbend it. This is another thing I'm showing you.
I don't
guys.
know if
Did you
I
ever
like
see?
this.
Hold on, wait. Ready?
I don't know if I like seeing these.
Okay. So
Oh,
Tom Hardy's pinky cannot extend all the way.
Oh, I can't. I
It's
can't look.
always like that. So
Yeah,
when he's
stretch.
Bane and he's holding
Stretch.
his thing, it's bent.
When he
but
holds
yeah,
his
but it's-
hand out.
But when he does that, it's always bent in.
Man, I don't like
So
that
during
one
Mad
bit.
Max, I never noticed it, but I mean that's one of those things. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and don't.
Kind
forget
of
to
like
breathe.
the arrow
Don't-
in FedEx's logo.
what?
What?
FedEx. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, let's see here,
There's
Jordan.
another one.
FedEx,
The arrow in FedEx's logo.
It's-
Just search FedEx, and
I
you'll
don't know if I want to do that because I don't want to
see it.
FedEx.
You'll see it, and you'll never unsee it.
Oh my
Are you
God.
guys ready for it?
Jordan!
This is a revelation
ready
right
for
here.
it?
I don't want to see it.
You know, and it's something like something I've done all the time. Breathing
that.
is both a voluntary
that.
and involuntary thing.
Look
It's
at that
right
arrow
there.
right there.
The arrow is right there.
I'm not
Can you
looking
believe
at
it?
My
Can you
God.
believe
It's
it?
right there. It's right there. Alex.
That's been a thing. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
It
that's
is. It's always there.
Wow.
And that looks like a penis. It kind of goes down to like those.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the balls or the butt cheek. There's a butt cheek right there. I think they meant that intentionally.
Gotta love butt cheeks.
But that looks like a spoon, actually.
It's like a measuring
ladle.
cup.
Like a ladle.
Measuring cup.
What the fuck?
Well,
Don't forget to breathe.
again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Loot Crate, for sponsoring Creech Talk, the subscription box for the geek, gamer, and/or nerd in all of us, or dork, as Dan would say, or the geek, gamer, nerd that Alex is. For less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items of gamer and pop culture licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Make sure to head to lootcrate.com/creature and enter the code creature to save $3 on any new subscription. Remember, you only have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific time to subscribe and receive that month's Loot Crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. You'll have to wait till next month then. So go to lootcrate.com/creature and enter the code creature to save $3 on your new subscription today.
Woo!
I'm not saying that anyone should do anything, because it's not like a big deal.
You know, you could have been like if you had become Spider-Man, you could have maybe been included in a Loot Crate at some point, like one of your little action figures.
Oh.
Could have been you. There could be.
You
There
could
could have
be-
been
you
the
could have been in
swappable head.
Although, I mean, since he looks so much like you could just take that little doll around and be like, "Yeah, that's me." You ever see Spider-Man? You could like, I think you could do some stuff with that, Alex.
I might just go to like the premiere and just walk out.
Just
afterwards.
get that same suit.
Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to get in, but if I get the same, well, not even the same suit, I'll just like walk around like Hollywood Boulevard, be like, "Yeah, what's up? I'm the new."
Just,
Spider-Man."
just here for my new premiere.
There's a guy that
Spider-Man.
did that in I think New York. He pretended that he got drafted into the NFL during draft day, and so he like walked around pretending to be like he pretended to
Who
be
would
part of
know?
a team. Well, no one did because he just was like,
Wow.
"Yeah, I'm
What
drafted."
a
Like,
professional.
That guy went to some parties.
What a
and
professional.
I saw a TV show where like a guy he pretended to be Mel Gibson, and was like, he went in and was like, I'm Mel Gibson, and they treated him well or something like that.
Wow.
It's an episode of Family Guy.
Maybe I could do that with Shia LaBeouf.
I highly doubt it, Joe.
Well, if you start braiding your hair like he
That's
does,
I'm
and get the
growing it
side
out,
cut-
and I can braid it.
Yeah.
It'll
Find this
happen.
out.
Don't
I
do
know-
it.
I don't know if people would mistake Shia LaBeouf for a chicken though.
I'm not saying it's a big deal though. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's really
they
not.
shouldn't do anything. is
Like
what
you
you're
don't
saying.
have to do anything unless you feel like you have to do something. Then
Does
you
Kevin
should do
Feige
it.
have a Twitter?
If you feel like you should do something, do it.
Kevin.
If you don't, and you don't think that that's something
Oh, I
that you
think he
should
does
do,
have a
then
Twitter.
obviously don't do it. I'm not saying you should do anything.
You know, at Kev Feige.
Just do it.
At Kev Feige.
I'm not saying they should do it though. I'm just saying if they feel like there you go.
And we are out. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
I'm not saying you should do
Love you
anything.
all.
You
Again,
shouldn't do anything.
You shouldn't, but if you
Love
feel
you
like
all.
it,
Great thing,
if you
but
feel
shouldn't
like
do,
doing
you shouldn't
something,
do anything like that.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
just
Make
do,
them dreams.
Just do it. Don't not because I said.
Do it. Do it.
Why would you throw Shia LaBeouf again?